Hello! Hi there, howdy. Hello? How are y'all doing? I hope you are doing well. And Lay! I'm home. Oh, wait. I'm supposed to behave. I sound like Lillian? Who's Lillian? Who's Lillian? Is that my actual voice? What?
What do you mean? Which voice? Which voice is it? Which voice are you talking about here?
Wait, I feel like I'm in the wrong model for that, though. I don't know who Lillian is. But yeah, this is my actual voice. This right here is just my normal voice. When I want to be more authoritative, I kind of sound more like this, but I have to put it on. Actually, I should really not be fucking around with my voice right now. My voice is fucked, dudes. My voice is fucked. I realized I was like screaming all weekend because I kept going to concerts. Man, they were so good. Everyone was so good. Oh my god, I don't even know where the fuck to start. My guys. It has been a wild fucking ride, this TwitchCon. And it was... Oh my god, where do I even start? Fuck. God. Wait, I'm not gonna be able to think. With the music. Isn't there chronologically? Sorry, I had a cookie in my mouth. I bought myself some cookies. I felt like I earned it. After this freaking weekend, dude. Hold on. I'm trying to find like some ambient something. You see any Umas? I saw actually lots of Uma merch. I saw a lot of Uma merch. There was like posters and art and keychains and all sorts of stuff. You best believe I was thinking about you, Yarny. I thought about you. I was like, man, Yarny would love this shit. Mizu! Mizu's one of my homies. I hadn't ever met her before. She is such a sweetheart. We let her around everywhere. We went to the spaghetti factory. It was great. Huge. Genre. It's like ambient. There we go. Okay, ambient. There we are. Alright. Want some ambient music. There we go. That's better. I'd be broke. Yeah, no, probably. There was a lot. She's on a train home now. Puggies. I'm so tempted. Okay, because I'm a psychopath and I like trains. And I'm so tempted next TwitchCon to take the train. But that is literally going to add 6 extra days to my trip. I don't think that's wise. But all I can think is they have Wi-Fi on the train. I could stream on the train. It'd be fine. I could work on the train. I could do so much on the train. Sig, hello. Sorry, I told myself before I started, I was like, I'm going to not talk loud. I'm not going to project my voice. I'm just going to be really chill with it. And I have no self-control. I'm so sorry, team. I'm probably going to throw out my voice more. It's uncontrollable. I start the start streams button and something inside me goes, hey Lay, you should project your voice more. Hey Lay, you should do a funny voice. Hey Lay, be a streamer, you fucking bozo. You fucking loser. Yeah, she says the Wi-Fi is iffy. That's fine. Yeah, she's got a little bit. Sorry, I'm dipping a chocolate chip cookie in my tea. I also got tea. Mmm. It feels so good on my throat. Just call me the throat goat. Mmm. Hello. Oh man. One of our homies, the train had to turn back around. They were on a train down to the TwitchCon. Sorry, my throat actually is like not in great shape right now. Oh my god, the tea is so good though. I got like a matcha tea with ice in it. I think because it has like cream or like milk in it or something, it's like really soothing. Although I'm gonna be all phlegmy probably, but it feels so good on my throat. Oh my god. I'm okay. Okay, I'm gonna try and talk a little bit softer. If you guys can't hear me, if we're doing ASMR style today. Hold on, I got something for this. ASMR style TwitchCon stories. I may get excited. I apologize. There's a lot that happened. So I didn't want to say what the heck was going on at first. I'm sure some of you saw my tweets and stuff, especially on Wednesday. And I ended up worrying some folks, but I was safe the whole time. I was with like 20 people. They were all looking out for me. We were all looking out for each other. It was all good. And I also have the immense luck and immense blessing to have a lot of fucking friends.
System says,
so I was okay. And I was going to be okay. It was just a very
ASMR story time, you say?
Story time.
Chatter's tales are full of fluffy adventures, chaos, and mischief. Prepare your ears for a journey into the world of purrs and giggles. Stay tuned for a delightful experience.
He's so cute. So it was just very stressful. If I needed to finesse something, I would have been able to. It just would have been very stressful. And I mean, the situation was stressful. Okay, so to start off from the very beginning, about 24 hours before we were to check in, or it might have been like maybe even 48 hours, who the fuck knows? It was like a day or two before we're even set to check in. We have like we were using a certain rental company for like houses and stuff. Not the one you're thinking of though, like a different one that I had never heard of before. And this place we had rented this place like a year in advance, because remember they had announced all the dates for TwitchCon at the opening ceremony last year, which was really pog. So we're like, cool, we're gonna plan this, it's gonna be awesome. They picked a place, it was big and roomy for us, and it was great, and it had a lot of all this entertainment for free. Fuck yeah! I'm a cheap goat. So we ended up renting out this place, and it's got like a bunch of rooms and a bunch of beds, and it's good for us because, like I said, it's like 20-something people. It's a lot of people, and they're all great. I will say everyone was amazing. I had such a good time. I missed everyone because I was with them last year as well, and I was so happy to be with them again. But I digress. So what ended up happening is, man, maybe I should turn the music off. It's like messing with my brain. Okay. It's messing with my brain. I can't think. So, what ended up happening was about 48 to 24 hours before we're set to check in. Something like that. We get a message from the owner of the place, and they said, "Hey, just letting you know, the building next door collapsed. The garage wall went with it, and don't worry, we're getting things settled with the city, so it'll be safe to enter." What? Huh? What do you mean the building next door collapsed? So, so apparently, the building next door collapsed, and you would think, oh, did it just collapse? Oh my goodness, that's so dangerous and so unfortunate. It collapsed like more than a month ago. And they never told us. They just thought that they probably could have fixed it all up in like less than a month, and we would have been none the wiser. Why am I lagging? What is going on? Am I lagging? I don't know what that's about. I'm just gonna close that then. So we're like super worried. Cause we're like, what the fuck? Why didn't they tell us that this place collapsed? But ow. We're like, why didn't they tell us this place collapsed when it collapsed? Like, actively had fallen over. Why didn't they tell us sooner? So we could have done something. I guess they just thought that we'd be desperate enough that we would just go into a dangerous building. And so they're like, "Oh, don't worry. We're talking to the city. It's all taken care of. You'll be able to go in." And we're like, "What the fuck, right?" So, what they didn't know is we were checking in at like a late time, like in the evening. That's when our check-in was for some reason. Whatever. But a bunch of us were getting into town like early in the morning, like 6, 8, 9 a.m., stuff like that. So the guys, one of them had rented a car and they went to go like, and a couple of them had actually drove down in their own vehicles. They all went to go like look at, like scope it out. Like they weren't gonna go like inside. They were just gonna look from afar and see, you know, what's going on. And there was a bunch of stickers on the door. There was a bunch of stickers on the door that say, "Not safe! By order of City of San Diego." Like these huge pink stickers on like all the doors and like the garage and stuff. And these huge cinder blocks in front of the doors. And I don't mean like the cinder blocks that are like used to build houses. Oh no. It's like the ones that they use on highways, like those big motherfuckers. Like they're huge and they're blocking the entryways. And so there's two people in this story. There's the guy who put in for the rental and we all, you know, paid our part to him for it. And he's still traveling and he's apparently not going to get to us for like hours. So, bae. So, are you all right with me saying that it was you? Are you all right with saying me mentioning you, bae, by name? No, go ahead. Okay. So while Steve, or while what's his face is coming down to get stuff, bae Sakube right there is the one who's like on the phone, who's talking to people, communicating and trying to get this settled, like ASAP. Because we don't feel safe going in there. We don't feel safe going in there. There's no fucking way that place is safe. There's just no shot. No shot, dudes. And I feel like I don't have to tell y'all, but do not go into condemned houses willy-nilly. They actually are really dangerous, especially if you know that they have a chance of collapsing. You can literally die. Are the like, it could be a low chance, it could be a really high chance, but it's not a chance we're gonna fucking take. Yeah. Yeah, Hells was also there. Hells, I felt so bad because we had needed, somebody had pulled out of our like reservation. So I was like, wait, I think Hells is going to TwitchCon. I should ask Hells. I was like, hey, you could save money off of a hotel room and come stay with us. There's like tons of beds, tons of rooms, blah, blah, blah. I felt a little bad. I felt a little bad. So poor Bay was on the phone for like 10 hours. Like, talking to people on the phone, waiting for phone calls back. But apparently I think Bay and her like group, cuz they got there like before I did, they all had this great idea to go to the Hard Rock Hotel. I guess because they've had like really good experiences in the past with like other Hard Rock hotels. So we went there and they were so sweet to us. They were so nice. I didn't want to say what was going on, obviously, because I didn't want to like let just everyone know where I was. Because that's a little dangerous. So I wasn't saying what was going on or what we were going through. But the Hard Rock Hotel, they ended up they were like, I guess they heard our sad story and were like, "Oh, you guys can hang out here in the diner, and if you want, we can check your bags so nobody has to carry their bags around everywhere." They were so sweet. Everyone was so kind to us. They were lovely, lovely, lovely folks. And even after the diner closed, because like I said, this was hours and hours and hours. We thought we were homeless. We thought we were homeless in San Diego. Hard Rock Hotel was like, you can loiter here. They let us sit up in their like pool deck area and stuff like that after the diner had closed, and they were so sweet. I got me some yummy ass pancakes. Oh my goodness. They were so damn good. Oh my god, those pancakes are fucking delicious. They had a little strawberry on top. I was stressed out of my mind. I'm pretty sure I was developing an ulcer, but man, was I well fed. Saved a good chunk of money at least. True! So you could spend more money on your Shy Lily poster. And those pancakes were slapping. Oh my god, they were so good. They were like those like thick, fluffy, not like the Japanese ones, but they were very thick. They were like super fluffy. They had a little bit of powdered sugar on them and a little strawberry and I got the cake and eggs. Can recommend if you're ever at a Hard Rock Hotel with a diner called Mary Jane's, get them cake and eggs in the morning. They're so good. So, you know, we're just doing our thing. I'm fucking fretting because that's what I do. I have anxiety, and I told everyone, and I said, guys, I better see every single fucking one of you make a YouTube video about this, and you better clickbait the shit out of it. This is content. You gotta say, I was homeless in San Diego! And then, you know, you go through the story, and it's like clickbait, but then, you know, long story short, team. This motherfucker, this fucking renter guy, he told us to avoid the cops when we enter. Hell no. He called my amazing, wonderful friend Bae bad things, basically called her crazy or a psychopath or something because she was concerned for our well-being so we don't fucking die in a building collapse. Because he's a greedy motherfucker is what he fucking is. And as we waited, and as we waited, and as we waited, thankfully, the Hard Rock Hotel ended up having hotel rooms. They had some hotel rooms. Probably not as many as we needed, obviously, because it was so last minute. But they did have some hotel rooms that they could give to us, and we were able to get those. So we ended up not being homeless, and in fact, we were right across the street from the con. It was kind of amazing. I didn't have to spend money on Ubers. It was kind of great. And there was the spaghetti factory on the same block. It was great. Sorry, I'm drinking some tea. My throat is pretty dead. For all sorts of reasons. So, after hours of being unsure if we were going to be homeless, freaking Hard Rock Hotel pulled some rooms out of a freaking magic hat. I'm assuming it was because of because of where the hotel is, that's usually where like TwitchCon staff and a bunch of devs and a bunch of like people who run like stuff at Twitch end up staying. So a lot of these companies will buy blocks of rooms, but they don't end up actually using them all, and they end up freeing up some for the event. So I think they had leftover rooms from that stuff that they were able to get to let us rent. So thank God, dude. But yeah, forever a customer. I've never stayed at a Hard Rock Hotel in my life, but holy shit. Anytime there's a Hard Rock Hotel in a place, I'm like, I'm gonna consider staying there instead before anything else. Yeah, I was so happy. Oh, we had a place. I don't even remember what happened that first night. All I knows is that at one point I was so like my stomach was in knots, and I was feeling worse and worse and worse because it was going on like, at that point I had been there for like 7 hours or something like that, and I was like, I want a drink. So Alice was like, yeah, you know what? That sounds like a good idea. And we went to, there was like a bar that was connected to the lobby. And we went and got some drinks. And fucking literally, as we were just served our drinks, they ran up to us and they were like, hey, so they were able to get us rooms, and so we need you guys to like come over to talk about like the room situation and who's gonna be staying where and what have you. And I was like, damn it. So you best believe I chugged my drink. I chugged it, and boy howdy, I was just slightly inebriated while we figured that out. I was cool as a cucumber, though, finally. I was feeling pretty good. I was so relieved and a little drunk, so it was a good time. Oh my god, but it felt so good to get our room keys and go upstairs and drop our stuff out. Like, oh my god, I don't even remember what we did. I feel like I went to sleep. I can't even remember. I don't remember what we did. Did we even eat? Did we eat anything? I don't remember. I don't remember. That day is such a fucking stressful blur. Other than the relief of getting rooms. Do you remember Hell's Bay? Coda, that's right! Oh yes, the sushi! Okay. So we were all feeling good, and I didn't tell anyone that, but dude, after everything I broke down crying, like good lord. Yeah, poor Bae. After we had the rooms and stuff, and everything seemed squared away, poor baby! She cried. But she did so good! Bae, we're so proud of you! We're so proud of you, Bae! You did us so good! You did so well! You got us through the storm! You were so fucking with it, man! Like, legitimately. I will fight for you always. I will always be there for you, because you had our back, so I will always have your back, ma'am. So, yeah, that's right. We were all so hungry. I forgot. Oh my god. Okay. So, we all got our stuff in our rooms and we're starving and we all break out into different groups and it was Bae, our goddess. Literally, I was just so happy. Me too. I was so stressed out. I already have like generalized anxieties, so it was just yes, even more stress. Oh my god. So we end up driving to Kuta and it's me, Lapis, Hells, Mizu, right? And Kara. Right? Kara. I'm so bad with names. I suck at names. I'm really bad. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Kara. So we all went, and then we were kind of like waiting around because we didn't know how we wanted to do stuff. We didn't know if we like wanted to like sign up for the restaurant together, but there's like 20 of us. So it's like, nah, we should do it in groups, right? And so we end up signing up as a group, right? And we're just milling about and we're talking. And then like we're just hanging out and then suddenly we like turn around and Kara's gone. We don't know where the fuck he is. I look behind the building. He's not there. We look behind pillars. We look behind cars. We don't know where the fuck he went. We're getting worried. And then magically he reappears with boba. He went to go get boba tea without telling us. My god, the survival instincts. Some of y'all don't have any. I swear to fucking god, I wanted to roll up a newspaper. It's fine. He was okay. Kara was okay. He went to go get boba. It was like across the parking lot, but it was still like nighttime and dark. Kara disappearing consistently became a... Yeah, no, he would do it! He would do it to everyone! He would disappear! Kaz is this... Oh my god, I know. Kaz is so naughty! Was it good boba? Probably. I'm sure it was probably good. He did it to Val and I so many times. It was so... Oh my god, it's not funny! Cabron! So, sorry, I'm trying to... My voice is really shot, so I'm trying to talk a little bit softer than I normally will, but I'm probably gonna get very excitable. I'm getting a leash. You should get one of those, like, little leash where they're like a harness for the kiddos. You just need one of those for Kaz. It was very good boba. Got one before we did Kuda. Oh my god. Hells ate 15 plates of sushi! Hells ate 15 plates of sushi! It was so much! I had like 6. I think Mizu also had like 6 or 7. Lapis had like, I don't know, like 11? 10 or 11? I needed the gotcha thing. It was... Yeah, because if you put in 15 plates, you got like a little gotcha toy. My table went through... Oh my god, y'all crazy! I can't eat that much. It was so many plates of sushi. They're little plates, so they have like 2 sushi per plate. But I mean, that's a lot of protein. My favorite, I had a bunch of the, we just started ordering stuff. Because I didn't want to wait. I was so fucking hungry, dude. I had the salmon with the little miso cheese on top. It's so good. I don't know what they put on there. It's like I got the miso cheese, like the miso stuff, and it has like this gravy on it. It's so good. I fucking love it. Ugh. We had a time limit, and truthfully, all I had all day were fries at the diner that morning. Oh, yeah. I feel like those pancakes carried me pretty hard throughout the day. But as soon as we sat down to sushi, I was like, but I fill up quick. The bluefin batty tuna, my beloved. The worst part of doing friend meetups is when people aren't on the same page about communicating about plans and locations. Oh my god. It's just Kara disappearing. I would have ate more, but it was the last... True! They were doing last call and stuff. We got there really late, but then we were having to deal with being homeless the whole day. Kaz ate anything I didn't eat. Kaz is a food bin. Of course they are. So, after Kuda, Lapis, me, Hells, Mizu, and Kara, we all went to go to a little grocery store to pick up some waters. Well, first we wanted to go to a CVS, but the CVS, even though it said 24/7, we were like walking up to the store and they said, "We're closed!" And we were like, oh. And so we went to a grocery store. And I was able to buy some waters for the con. Very pog. I got like little tiny baby bottles. I was like, oh, my babies, my little babies, little baby waters, so they fit in our bags and stuff. But as we were going into the store, Gar disappeared. Just gone. And so Lapis had to go track him down in the store while me, Mizu, and Hells waited out by the car. Which, oh my god, Mizu also gave me a heart attack, because me, Hells, and Lapis went in to go look for Kara. And I was like, wait, where's Mizu? And then I look out to the dark-ass parking lot, and I'm like, is she with the car? And so me and Hells were like, Lapis has got Kara. Let's go to the car. That's fine. We'll go to the car. We're staying with the car. I was like, Mizu, why are you out in the dark with the car? You should have come in with us. It's fine. Wandering off seems to be a theme. So, finally, it's fine if the car's unlocked. There's nothing really to take from the car. It's okay. It's not San Francisco. Nothing's gonna happen to the car. I'm more worried about you. I don't want anything to happen to you. You, like, the car is not as important as you. So, Lapis found Kara, and then we head back. We pass the fuck out. It's great. I go to bed full of fish and full of TwitchCon dreams, because tomorrow I get to look forward to the Iron Mouse concert. And that's what I'm thinking of, baby. I'm thinking of the Iron Mouse concert at night, and I'm very excited for that. So, next day, I get up, and, dude, no, because the amount of times you had to worry about people following, I'd be just as worried. Yeah, no, I heard there's following stuff going on. Thankfully, that didn't happen to me. But holy shit. Hold on, I gotta blow my nose. One second. Okay, so I'm back. So, I wake up. I get ready. I get some fucking pancakes, dude. It's great. It's awesome. I go ahead and I go line up for TwitchCon. It's a bit early, but I am an early bird. Alright? I like going to things early. I don't give a shit about waiting. Life is good, man. I'm just an excited little bean, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna go ahead and line up early. And I even wasted time. I even dawdled and stuff. And when I get there, I'm like walking around, looking around. And I go, where's the partner line? And nobody knows. I go from like 8 different people, and there is no partner line. So guess who's first in the partner line? It's me, baby! I'm the first one in the partner line because there is no partner line. They make a partner line just for me. So it's like, Pug! Partner line. So, it was so cute, because they were like, they were getting like staff out and stuff to hold these little placards for the partner line. They're like, oh, the partner line starts here. They're like, her right there, she's number 1. She's the first one. And I'm like, yeah, I am. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Streamer wake up early challenge impossible. I wake up pretty early, actually. If I know I got shit to do, I'll wake up. I'll put the table back. So I'm the first one in the line. It's kind of great. And my friend Ezekiel comes to join me because he's also a partner. So that's really pog. So me and him were just talking about all sorts of random stuff. I was talking about the good old days of Twitch and what have you. Cause I'm old. I'm an old fogey. I'm so old. I'm a grandmother fucking thing. And we're just shooting the shit, doing our thing, and then finally they open up. And I'm like so confused because I'm like, there's like wristbands. Like everything on the signage says wristbands, and I'm like, are there gonna like are there gonna be badges? Are we gonna have badges? Because how the hell am I gonna figure out people's names if I'm having to look at their hands all the time? But nah, there were badges. They just also had wristbands. I guess it's kind of like a security measure type of thing, but they ended up not mattering that much, to be perfectly honest with you. I could get into all of that. We'll get to it. So, I'm the first one, and I'm going through, and I'm just like, it's like a big zigzag up to the front things for the partner sign up. And and I'm just like, I'm not zigzagging, so I just start going under the ropes. And poor Ezekiel, he's like, well, I can't do that. And I'm like, sucker. I just keep going under and under and under the ropes, and then I finally get up to the front, and a cute guy, does my, what you call it, like signs me in. And he's like, oh, and I show him my ID, da-da-da, right? And he goes, oh, Lele, congratulations on 10 years of streaming. And he hands me a 10-year pin for having been streaming on Twitch for 10 years. And I turn to dust. I go, oof. Has it been 10 years? Oh my god! Yeah, it's been 10 years. It's only been, so that's like streaming consistently, I think, since they started recording. how long people have been streaming hit 10 years. Because I know I have streamed for longer than that. I'm pretty sure. But it sounds about right. I think 2015 was around the time where I, like, actually factually started to stream. So this is before affiliate, this is before partner and all of that. So I don't know, because I'm pretty sure I was also streaming in, like, 2011 and stuff, because we used to stream our raids and stuff. I don't know. I'm not sure. Because I was like, I'm pretty sure it's more than 10 years. I think it's like 12, because I'm pretty sure I started in, like, 2013. But you know, I ain't gonna fucking argue. They gave me a pin, okay? They told me congrats, and I'm like, oh, okay then. So, me and Ezekiel get our badges, and then I see they got the Twitch loot out here. I should have. They had, like, you know how they, like, sell, like, the Twitch logo, like, as a pillow, like a purple pillow. They had seven. They had silver. They had silver ones. They had silver ones for the 10-year anniversary, and I was like, if they still have them at the loot cave tomorrow, I'll get one. But I bought a long sleeve shirt. I bought a hat that says "Hey Chat." I bought a hat that says "Hey Chat." I bought a long sleeve shirt, and I bought a pretty purple pullover with, like, a little zipper thing. Because I'm a sucker for purple. I wish they had some simpler designs. They did. They did have simpler designs. Both the things that I got were super simple.
Laylee's still working on the cabin, hoping to finish it by the end of the month.
Oh,
Caudle036. Laylee's cabin project sounds intriguing.
What?
Chat here
Not my
hopes for a
cabin
chaos-filled
project.
cabin with ample space
Useless
for
cat.
mischief and fluffy carpet milkshakes. Can't wait to explore the finished masterpiece. Hugo Tilda.
I just wanted a tee with the logo. Oh, did they not have, like, a t-shirt? They had sweaters with just the logo. They had sweaters. Your cabin? My cabin. Papa Cordle. But yeah, so I got that, and I was like, if they still have the pillows tomorrow at the convention, I'll get a pillow. Spoiler alert. There were no more pillows. But it's fine. I got a purple one in the old purple before they changed it to the new purple. Yeah, they really... I will say the designs of some of their stuff are very, like, hippie-esque. Like, surfer dude-esque. What, Darf? You didn't want the chat? Is this real t-shirt? Oh, yeah, they had that as well. I don't know. If they were purple, I'll get them if they're in purple. I like when they do purple stuff. I'm kind of dismayed that the Hey Chat hat wasn't in purple, but it was in a brown and, like, a pretty blue color. So I got the pretty blue color, but I really like purple. They had more crazy designs this year as well, Rune. Lots of tie-dye and lots of, like, crazy, like, surfer-looking logos and stuff again. I'm like, Can we stop with the surfer aesthetic, Dan Clancy? Maybe some of us don't want to look like hippies, you know? But it's whatever. Either way. So I was able to get merch, which was so funny because they were like, "Oh, shop the loot cave early by going to the partner party thing, right?" But that little stand, that was all the stuff that was in the loot cave. So I didn't have to go to the partner party. I could just buy it there. So I was like, Pog, give me. I need my edgy Twitch shirt to... Oh, man! Imagine if they did a like Twitch shirt design that was like a metal T or something. That'd be really cool. Yeah, but Twitch is trying to appeal to normies now. Because that's the only way to keep the website, like, alive and full of money. They gotta appeal to normies. It's sad but true. So, right. So I define normie. People who don't play video games. Like, people who have, like, they enjoy sports and watching reality TV and, they have good relations with their family. Like, I don't know. There's, like, a lot of things that kind of define normie. Not playing video games actually sounds pretty abnormal. Or I could say they play video games, but it's stuff that's incredibly popular and would be socially acceptable and not weird to people. And they also had like retro gaming style shirts, but just felt like they were trying too hard. They play NFL and that's it. Yeah, they play like FIFA and stuff like that, or they'll play Call of Duty or something. Yeah, maybe Call of Duty. Yeah, 2K. Stuff like that. Normie stuff. Where they look at you playing a horror game and they're like, man, why would you want to play something creepy? That's so weird. Or like you play an MMO and they're like, why are you wasting your life and time playing that? God. Oh yeah! They gave me a Resident Evil lanyard and some stickers. They gave us like a little Twitch tote bag as well. We got little swag bags. It was really nice. Yeah, no. Oh, why were you playing that video game? Come have family time with us, watching TV. Like that kind of thing. So, got my stuff and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go dump this back in the bedroom because my friends, Matashi and Zombie Kitty and Darth and Kaz, and they also had some other friends there, but I'm not as familiar with them. But I was like, I was gonna go see those four. And I was telling Hells as well. I was like, hey, Matashi and them are all here, and we're like, cool. We're gonna go meet up, and then we're probably gonna go eat, and that'll be fucking great, right? So we go, and I dump off my stuff, and then I come back down, and we leave the hotel. Well, there's a lot of homeless people outside the hotel, so I'm keeping an eye on this homeless guy because they like to lunge at people.
System says Techinept is resubbed for 85 months with message B0x0D Techinept, thank you for 85 months of chaos and fluff. Your support fuels Chatier's mischief-filled adventures. Let's continue spreading joy and cuteness together. Yugutilda.
So, we leave the hotel, and it's like, I'm going to go meet up with them at the arcade. Right? And I'm thinking we're gonna have time to chill there and go get food, and it's gonna be great. But there's these homeless people that are outside, and they're a little ornery. They like to lunge at people. It's a little spooky, right? So we're like keeping an eye on this guy. And suddenly, I step in a hole. Team. The hole was not empty. Team. The hole wasn't empty, team. Do you want to know what was in the hole? The hole was full of human piss. It was full of pee-pee. And it went halfway up my calf. Instantly smelled foul. Freaking out, having a panic attack. My skin is burning. I have to run back into the hotel, and I go into the bathroom. No, Hells didn't abandon me. Hells didn't abandon me anytime during the weekend. But I go into the bathroom and I put the water on so hot that like steam is coming off of it and it's scalding, and I take the soap that's in the bathroom down there, and I took off my shoes, I took off my tights and my socks, and I kind of throw them in the sink, but I start rubbing down.
System says, Ludicrous Limes has raided the channel with 19 viewers. Welcome, Ludicrous Limes and 19 viewers. Prepare for a chaotic and fluffy stream with Chattier. Embrace the mischief and cuteness that awaits in our realm of entertainment. Let's make memories together. Hugo Tilda.
Kind of. It's all good, Limes. So, I end up having to go into the public restroom. I have to strip off my shoes. Both shoes, by the way, because when I stepped into that hole, the pee got on all over my other shoe and tights as well. Not as much as the initial foot that fell in, but like everywhere. So I had to take off both my shoes, I had to take off my tights, I had to take off my socks, and I put the water on scalding hot, and I used the hand soap in the bathroom to quickly wash off my legs because it was burning so bad. And so what ended up happening was I was too scared to like pick up my my shoes and my tights and stuff. I was too scared to pick it up with my bare hands, so I just wanted to leave it in there really quick while I went and got like a baggie or something, and I needed to tell the staff like, hey, there's like an open hole outside your hotel. And so I go to leave, and there's a cleaning lady waiting outside the bathroom, and I'm like, I am so sorry. And I'm like, there's really gross stuff in the sink. I'm gonna come back to get it. There was like an open hole and there was pee in it, and so it's got pee on it. So like, don't touch it with like a bare hands or anything. And I said, I'm gonna go talk to the hotel people. I'm so sorry. I'll be right back, right? And so I walk over to the hotel people and I tell them, hey, like, there's a open hole in front of your establishment, and I stepped in it, and it was full of pee. And I don't, I don't know what the heck this guy's problem was, but he was like, oh, well, you know, the city sometimes does like, what was city say? The city sometimes does like, what's the word I'm looking for? Construction. The city sometimes does construction and all of that, and like, it's not really our problem. I'm like, no, this isn't construction. This isn't the city. I said there is an open hole. Somebody took off the grating on a hole so they could pee in it. And they're like, oh, well, you know, was it in front of our hotel? Are you sure it was in front of our hotel? And I'm like, listen, dude, I'm just trying to warn you so that more people don't step in the fucking hole. If you guys could go cover it or put something there, right? Like a cone or something. I'm not trying to fucking sue you. I'm just trying to fucking inform you so more people don't step in the fucking hole. I don't know. I was like, like, I didn't say it like that. I was way more polite about it. I'm like, I'm just trying to tell you there's a hole. Like, that's all I'm trying to do. And then I was like, do you have a bag that I can put my stuff in? So he goes and gets me a bag. And then I go back to go get my stuff, and I'm like preparing myself because it smells gross. It smells so gross. It was so gross. And the cleaning lady, she put it in a trash bag and she like tied it really tight for me, and she was like, oh, I put it in here for you. And I'm like, oh my god, thank you so much. Thank you. So I didn't have to touch it again for like taking it down to the trash. She was so sweet about it. I was able to put it like, and I put that into the baggie that the other dude gave me. We ended up taking it up to the room at first because I was like, I didn't want to like, I was like, I need to take a shower now. I need to take a shower, and I need to like extra carefully make sure everything is clean. And then like my shorts, I had these cute frilly shorts. When I had taken them off to get my tights off, a little bit of pee got on them. So I was like, I need a shower. And these shorts are still salvageable. They just got a little bit of pee on them, so I want to wash them in the shower. So I was able to take the body wash and like other like hand soap stuff that they had in the hotel, and it was just a little spot, like a tiny spot. I was able to wash the whole shorts in the shower, and they were okay. And and I was super paranoid. Sorry. All I could think was like, oh my god, I'm gonna get like hepatitis A. I'm gonna like HIV or something. Cause I have like messed up toes. I have like ingrown toes and stuff like that. And I was like, oh my god, is something gonna get in? Am I gonna get sick? Is something bad gonna happen to me? I was a bit freaked out. It took me a little bit. I calmed down. I had washed everything off, and I went to go look up like what happens when people are like exposed to sewage and stuff like that. Everything that I looked at was saying like it has to be like open cuts, or you have to like ingest it, which that never happened. I didn't have any big open cuts or anything like that. I didn't like put it in my mouth. It never got in my eyes or mouth or nothing like that. So it was okay in that respect. And it was kind of a wild time. It was so shit because I was so stressed out the day before. It felt really not fair that I was so stressed out again for the next day.
System says crazy_Enzo has resubbed for 94 months with message Lay Love, welcome back.
Yeah,
Crazy
glad to
underscore
be back
Enzo, thank you
home.
for 94 months of chaos and love. Chatia welcomes you back with open paws and hearts. Let's continue the mischief and joy together. You Tilda.
And so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna try and put it out of mind. I think I did everything right. Like, according to Google, it looks like I did everything right. There are risks, but they were super low risks. And I think things were okay for now. So I was like, I'm not gonna think about it. It's gonna be okay. And I'm just gonna try and enjoy my day. So
I'm best as
sorry. I changed my clothes. Obviously, I changed my clothes, and I put my other shoes on, which that was the other problem. Was like the shoes that got fucked up were like good shoes. There were shoes that were made for like walking around, because like I said, I have like nerve stuff wrong with my feet. So I have to have really good shoes, because if I don't have really good shoes, I end up in a lot of pain. And I didn't have good shoes for like 3 days or something like that. My feet are still a little fucked up, but they're feeling way better. But so all I had was my like tennis shoes that I use for like short periods of time. So fuck me. And it was a rough weekend. So I end up we go to the arcade. I meet up with Matashi and them. And like Matashi thought I was joking at first when I was like I stepped in a hole full of pee, and he thought, haha, funny joke. Cause I'll say weird shit sometimes, but not usually like that. He was like, "Oh, wait, you're serious?" And I was like, "Yeah." And so we met up with them, and we were hanging out at the arcade, and we ended up, hold on. I'm trying to fix things. There we go. We ended up at the arcade, and we we hang out. We're watching Kaz and Zombie play the slowest game of pool I think I've ever experienced in my life. They kept getting the white ball in the pockets over and over again. I felt so bad for the guys waiting for the game to be over. It was so great. It was a game. But I was able to get hugs from Kaz and Dar, from Matashi and Zombies, so I was very happy. I was able to give them some keychains and stuff, because I was like, yeah, I think I had given Hells my first keychain of the trip, and then I was able to give them my keychain. I was so happy. I was like, yay! So happy, so happy. Oh, I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. I'm excited for next year. I already want to work on some more like little keychain stuffs. So, remember to squish the tortilla blanket. A game of all time. It was so long. But after the game was over, I was so like stressed out and like weary. I didn't really want to hang out in the arcade. And so me and Hells, Hells had mentioned this like spaghetti factory place. So I had been wanting to get this spaghetti factory place. So we were like, let's go get food. Let's go. Oh yeah, I did steal Darf's camera. Darf thought so. What Razzer? He like told Darf that staff took it because cameras weren't allowed, and Darf just believed that. Darf just believed that I was hiding it behind my back because he said, "Don't let anything happen to my camera," and he went to the bathroom, and so I took it and I hid it behind my back. But it was okay. We went ahead and we walked over to the spaghetti factory. We were able to get a nice big table for us. We were able to beat the dinner rush too. It was kind of great. Like the place was like pretty empty. So we got a nice big table for us all. I got like this Italian cream soda. It was called the spooky cream soda. I haven't opened my bag. So like the Italian cream soda, they give you a glass to take home with you. I haven't opened my suitcase yet. I've just been sort of relaxing and chilling because obviously it's been a rough time and I've just been trying to recover. Yeah, they put gummy worms in it. There were gummy worms in the soda. It was so great. Yeah, I need to check the cup to make sure it's safe. I think it should be. I like wrapped it in a bunch of sweaters. It should be okay. Hopefully it's not broken. But they gave me, you got a little like keepsake glass. It was very cute. But I was planning. Okay, so here was my initial plan with the spaghetti factory, was that I was going to plan to eat like some like spaghetti stuff and all of this, but I was so stressed out. I was so stressed out from the trip. I just wanted some comfort food. And so I just got plain old like fettuccine alfredo. I didn't even get any meat in it. I just got pasta and alfredo sauce, and that's it. That's all I could fucking handle. Food stresses me out a lot. So I was just like, I'm just gonna eat something that's comfy and not think about things. So that's what I did. And everybody got to get different types of pasta and stuff, and it was pretty great. Everybody enjoyed it. It was really good. Hells ended up getting like this. He had like 2 meatballs in a fucking sausage. It was so lewd. It's the best comfort food. It really is. It is so great. So we eat. The Italian sausage is fucking remember. I still remember those banana pancakes from 2019. They were so good. Banana pancakes. We made banana pancakes. I miss you, Haxie. You and your fucking chicken nugget obsession. Oh my gosh. So we eat, and then we part ways, and what the hell did we do after that? I don't remember. I remember we left, and like the place was already starting to like get like a line. And I was like, oh, we came at the perfect time. We headed back up to the hotel, and I think I ended up getting all dolled up. I did. Oh, CVS! Yeah, we went to CVS and there was cute doggies. There was a cute dog at the CVS. Cause I went to get like I needed hair protectorate and stuff, which I had to leave behind because they don't sell travel bottles of that. Well, they do, but I didn't want to buy an expensive travel bottle of it. I just bought some cheap stuff. And we got some odds and ends. Went to CVS, saw a cute dog. We also saw a wall of dog pictures at that CVS too. Oh my gosh. Hells is good at spotting any and every dog, by the way. Anytime there would be a dog in the vicinity, he would be like, oh, look at that name's breed. Look at that! Look at that name's breed! Oh, look, it's a breed! And I'd be like... They were cute-ass dogs. Everybody has cute-ass dogs in San Diego. Like, every single dog we saw was adorable. I like dogs. It was so cute, though, because sometimes Hells would be like, oh, that dog's so cute. And then he'd be like, I miss my dog. And I'd be like, aw! I miss my dogs. So we went to CVS. Then I got ready. I put on my wig and all of that, did my makeup, what have you. I wanted to go in cosplay just in case anyone recognized me or anything like that. And then we went to go stand in line. But remember, team, I don't have my good shoes anymore. All I have is one pair of shoes, and they're not good shoes. So we end up having to wait in line, and we're thinking, it's gonna be an hour. No, we end up having to wait in line for 2 hours. First, we had to walk there, and it was a long walk. But walking's not the hard part for me with my like feet issue. It's standing. Standing's the hard part. I was not having a good time. It got to they kept pushing the concert back. They pushed the concert back 30 minutes, and then they put the concert back another 30 minutes, and I was like, please, dear God, I need to get inside, and I need to sit down. I have to fucking sit down. This is too much for me. Yeah, it got delayed twice. So, the line wrapped around the whole block. By the way, me and Hells got there pretty early, which was pretty pog, cause we got inside pretty quick, and were able to wait in the merch line. There was merch left over, thankfully, but I didn't know that. But I liked having the peace of mind that I could get the Club Iron Mouse stuff. Although one of the sweaters I wanted was online exclusive. What the heck? I was like, man. Oh yeah, I was able to sit outside on the ground a little bit, and then when we were moving, I was able to sit on like these like little like landing thingies, so it wasn't too bad waiting for the Iron Mouse concert. I was going a bit crazy. I get like a little delirious when I have the foot pain stuff. But it was okay. It wasn't that bad. I had a worse time the next night, but I'll get into that later. Oh yeah, that security guard. He like kept trying to tell us like, oh yeah, so it's delayed and this and that, what have you. He would come out and talk to us. Oh, but we saw Pete. We saw Pete. Okay, so Pete was like, oh, any words? He was like going around like filming stuff, and he was like going down the line. Oh, the apartment guy. Yeah, there was an apartment and there was a door like security guard, and he was like, get out of the way, guys. Don't block the door. He's like, what the heck is happening?
Cobon 972 says, Naya.
Yeah.
Chatia doesn't Naya like common
Love
cats.
you.
Chatia is a chaos-filled being of mischief and fluff. Let's embrace the cuteness and adventures together in the realm of entertainment.
We saw a lot of cute
Ugatilda.
dogs enter that apartment, though. We saw a lot of cute dogs go in there. So, while we were waiting in line, there was one person who approached me. But it's because they thought I was a friend of theirs. And they were like, oh, wait, you're not them. And I was like, guess I'm not them. Oh, but Pete came by and he was like filming the line. Because I guess he wanted to show like the line and everything, which was really pog. So we were like, ee, and like posing and cheering and stuff like that. And then like a little bit later, he comes back. I was like, wait, did you not go all the way? And he said, I give up. It's too long. Oh my gosh, but he came back at one point, and he stands like in front of where me and Els are, and he goes, hey, any words of wisdom, guys? And I go, oh, okay, alright, so I'm a fucking idiot, okay? And the immediate thought that came into my mind was, you should wash your balls. I was like, those are words of wisdom. You should keep your genitals clean. Why did my brain think of that? I don't know. I fucking ka-chunked because I didn't want to say that out loud. I was like, no, that's weird. That's weird, Lay. So I went, and then somebody was like, good luck. And I'm like, yeah, good luck, guys. Woo, have a great concert. That's way more wholesome than make sure to wash your balls, everyone. What's wrong with me? So I managed to not embarrass myself in that way, but I definitely embarrassed myself in another way, in that I choked real hard because my brain got stuck on ball washing. So finally, after all the delays and everything, we go inside, and then we wait in a second line. But this line has chairs next to it, so I'm able to sit down. I'm able to sit down a bunch, which is great. And I get an Iron Mouse. club hoodie. I got it extra large, so it's really long and comfy. It's like wearing a dress. I got an Iron Mouse t-shirt, although I think I got it a little too big. I got a medium, and I'm such an idiot. They're obviously in men's sizes, so it's really big. It's like a big t-shirt. I don't think it's gonna actually shrink that much, so I'm like, shit. It's kind of a big shirt. It might just end up being a pajama shirt, but it's really cute. It has Iron Mouse's like racing outfit, and she's like carrying a flag and stuff. It's really pretty, and it's like really bright pink. I contemplated getting the mouse pad, the desk mat, but I already have like 4 desk mats right now. I have 2 Kodo ones. I have a sparkle one from Genshin, and then I have a Bibu one, and that's a lot of it. I'll take some pics. I'll talk again about like my haul, maybe like next time I stream. And I'll take some pics. Actually, speaking of mousepad, I need to message them again now that I'm less busy. I need to message them again and be like, hey, so you said you would be able to do like a desk mat for me? I was thinking of getting a desk mat with... I wanted a desk mat with, this outfit. Like, laying down and being comfy, like, on a little desk mat. Like, what do y'all think? Right? I was thinking something like that. Or I could just be like, can you make me, like, a generic, like, cute maid dress? Like, put me in a maid dress, please. I don't know. I'll figure it out. Either way. We go inside. I buy the merch I want. And now I have a bag I have to carry around. Now I have a bag. But it's fine. It's my precious merch. My precious clothes. Because I'm a clothes fanatic. And I love comfy clothes. So... The stuff hasn't started yet. There's just like Iron Mouse music playing and all this, and it's really chill. And I go into the room. Oh yeah, Hell's got the pin set, which was really cool. Excuse me. It's like a whole bunch of really cute pins. Yeah. I feel like if I got those, I'd be too tempted to use them, and then I'd just lose them slowly over time. I would put them on stuff. And then I'd feel bad. Oh, but... So, we go inside, and because we waited for merch, everything starts to fill up, and I am 5'2", and the majority of this audience is men. So I can't fucking see a goddamn thing. But then the stuff starts up, and Usan's on first. And that was great. But, lo and behold, now that I'm standing still, my feet start to hurt again. And so I go into the other, like, room, and I go to sit down. And there's TVs in that room, but they're not playing the pre-concert at all. And I was like, man... But I could hear the music, so at least that. So I go in there, and I'm like sitting in a chair, and Mizu's with me, and I think Lapis was there. Apparently Pete walked up to us again. He was on his phone or something. That guy's everywhere. I saw that guy. I saw Pete like 8 times at the con. He just pops up like magic in random places. I don't know how he does that. Either way, I'm sitting, and I hear, Kuro. I hear Kuro So I'm like, oh, Mizu, can you watch my bag or something like that? I'm like, I gotta go. I gotta go see this. And then I go and and all that and dance and what have you. And then he's done, and then I come back. And then I come back and sit down. And then Pia came on. And she, oh my gosh. Oh, it does the yellow on top. I didn't even notice. That looks so cool. Sorry, I got distracted by chat. So then Pia comes on, and oh my god, Pia was so hype. I was so proud. She is so... I love Pia so much. Y'all have no idea. She's so great. Y'all better fucking follow her. In fact... am I spelling that right? Hold on. Am I spelling that right? Am I spelling that right? Pia. I don't think she's changed her name yet. Okay, yeah, no, she hasn't. She's still got UFO. I think she only talked about possibly changing it, but I don't think she has. Yeah. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, go check her out. Go follow her right now. Right now. I mean it. Go follow. Go follow right now. Do it. You'll make me cry. You'll make me cry if you don't follow Pia. I'll be really sad. Do you want me to cry? I'll cry if you don't follow Pia. Right now. Do it. Better followed. If you like a good time, you better followed. She's funny as fuck. She's cute as hell. She's a motherfucking idol. But yeah, her section was so fucking pog, dude. It was so good. I was like, oh my god. It was so good. It had no business being that good, but it was. It was so fucking hype. She dabbed. Because of course. And then, after her section was done, I went and sat down again so I could save my feet. Because I knew, for the concert proper, I was probably going to be insane. Spoiler alert, I was insane. So, I sat... I was like, okay, I'm not gonna try and get up anymore. I don't think I did. I can't quite remember. Either way, I sat and I waited, and then it was time. And so we go out into the main area, and it's like time for the Iron Mouse stuff. Aethel had done his like set and stuff, and it was really pog. That was really great. Everybody performed so wonderfully. Even though I wasn't able to see the visuals, the singing was amazing. Also, Phoebe was so fucking cute. Oh my god. She had written a song special for all the stuff that everyone had gone through, and it is so beautiful. She talks about how she's waiting for the rain, right, to wash over her and stuff, right? Like about the apprehension of, you know, waiting for your dreams to just spill over you kind of thing. It was amazing. It was so good. Everybody did such a great job. Issa as well was fucking hype as hell. It was good. It was good. So that was like, I don't know, like an hour and a half, something like that. So I got a lot of rest sitting. So I was like, okay, I think I am good to go fucking crazy. 'Cause team, you best believe we going crazy at a concert, okay? I'm not one of those people that like does this number. I don't do that. No. I go, yeah! Woo! Yeah! Woo! And I do like gritos and I scream and I jump around and shit and I fucking that yeah. So that's what I did. That was basically my experience of the Iron Mouse concert, was fucking losing my goddamn mind. Oh my gosh, so the first act was actually Bibinos, and he, like, it was like, you know, Iron Mouse is up there and she's like introducing the concert and stuff, and oh my god, it was so great. There's like a middle big screen, and it's like you're looking straight at like a concert, like a stage, right? There's only one camera angle and it looks straight at the stage. And then there's these two big cameras on the side, and they have like dynamic and shifting camera angles and stuff, and it was so good. Those side cameras saved my life sometimes, because sometimes I couldn't see the stage because people would get in front of me, and I'm so short. Just put a lay on someone's shoulders for more height. Oh my god. So, so I ended up, sorry, all that yelling I just did. So I ended up, the opening act was Bibinos, and he fucking shows up as like a 3D model, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool, but at the same point, I was also a little disappointed, because I was like, oh man, is he not gonna like be live? I was really hoping he'd be out on the stage. And I was like, you know what? It's a VTuber concert. Maybe that would have been like awkward or something like that. And I was like, it's okay. And then the music started. And then he popped up on the stage! So there was the 3D, BB, and then there was the real one. And it was so hype! It was so good! I had such a good time! I fucking lost my mind! I was like, yeah! Because we had seen him walking around. Red! Thank you for the 86 months. So we had seen him walking around at the con. We had seen him walking around at the Club Iron Mouse. So it was like, oh, Pug, he's gonna be the guest. He's the secret guest. He gotta be the secret guest. But, yeah. I don't know. They did a big debate to me, and it was good. I lost my mind. It was great. And then, oh my god. So a little bit after the Bibinos thing, Iron Mouse slows it down a little bit, and she talks about how, you know, talking about her health journey, and how she, you know, was at her lowest, right? Didn't think she'd ever be able to sing at the level that she could before because of her health issues and stuff. But because of her success, because she was able to get better care, more consistent care, and all of that, that her voice is closer to where it was now than it's been since getting sick, right? And that's when Narissa and Liz pop up on stage, and they sing the most beautiful songs, and I fucking cried. And I was trying not to look like a fucking crazy person, but I have to stress to y'all how beautiful Mousie's singing is. Like, it's not just that, oh, it's pretty and it's good. Technically, like, the technical aspects to Iron Mouse's voice, how she sings, and how well she sings are essentially immaculate. Like, it's hearing something like that is kind of amazing, especially when this person was having their voice taken from them, especially like it hit such a strong chord with me because not because of illness, but because of other reasons, I would have to stop singing. I would be told to shut up. I was told that nobody wanted to hear me sing and things like that from various people who, I thought loved me, but that was, a lie. People who love you don't tell you things like that. So I was just like, ah, I like thinking about it like thinking about how lovely and how wonderful like this concert was is it brings tears. It brings tears to my eyes. It makes me want to cry. I'm so happy. I'm so happy that she was able to do this, and I can't wait for more. I can't wait for more Iron Mouse concerts, and I hope that my dreams, my hope, I guess not really my dreams, my hope for Mousy is that she gets well, that she gets healthy, because I would love to hear her like live, no audio compression. I want to hear her in a hall, right? Like a actual concert hall, and to hear those amazing lovely notes, that amazing vibrato in person one day. That's what I hope. That's what I hope. Life can be cruel, but that's what I hope. I hope that's what happens. I hope she gets healthy. I hope she has that beer with Sea Dog, with Connor. I hope she gets that beer. I hope she goes to the Sanrio land, and I hope she's able to do like an actual live acoustic like concert, so I can hear that amazing voice in person. 'Cause it like listening to her brings me to fucking tears, man. It's so good. It's so good. Yeah, oh my god. It's so good. It's so good. I don't even know how to stress. I don't even know how to stress how beautiful and how difficult some of the things that she sings are. It is like flabbergasting and breathtaking. It's wonderful. So yeah, I had a good time at the concert. I had a good time. Eventually, I was looking at my phone at one point, and I saw one of my friends was here. I feel okay. I'm. This is gonna sound so fucky wucky. It's gonna sound a little fucky. But one of my friends was in like the pit. There's like this big open area where people were standing in the middle. One of my friends was there, and I hadn't seen them in a while. Their name's Malin. And I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't seen them in forever. I want to go see them. They're at the concert. And I had tweeted, I was like, I'm here, where are you? And they ended up DMing me, and they're like, oh, I'm down here in the pit. And they were like, I'm actually I'm with Jimmy. And I'm like, oh, perfect, I know what Jimmy looks like. He's giant, too. He's like 1 billion feet tall, so I'll be able to see him from, like, anywhere. And I was like, oh, you're with Jimmy. Cool. Easy. So, basically, the fucky wucky is that I basically used Jimmy as a landmark, and I feel a little bad because I did want to say, I wanted to say hi to Jimmy, because, also with Jimmy, he is so sweet. He is so sweet. Okay, so he definitely won't remember this, but I do. So I went to PAX East one year, and I was invited to like a streamer party thing. And it was basically kind of just me, So I end up at the streamer party thing, and I've already met Jimmy. I had met Jimmy in VR chat, and then I had also met him at a house party as well. But we had like basically just exchanged pleasantries and stuff like that, and just like a little tiny chit chat, and that was it. But I went to this party, and I'm like, oh no, I don't recognize anyone. And I was still so new to things. I was still so new. This was in 2019, and I was really nervous. I was really nervous and like scared, and I was like, oh my gosh, there's like Max, like gassy Mexicans over there, and Bike Man's over there, and I'm like, oh, this is scary. I don't really know any of these people. But then, fucking lo and behold, Jimmy just walks up, and I was like, hey Lele, like, what's up? And like we just had like a nice little conversation. And then he was like, okay, I'll see you around, you know, have fun at the party. And it was so nice to have someone walk up and talk to me. You have no idea how like reassuring that was. That was so sweet. Because I was so fucking nervous. Maybe you could tell. Maybe they could tell. That's why he came up and talked to me. He was so sweet. So, like, he was there at the concert, but I didn't want to, like, bug him, because it was, like, well, it's a really loud concert, and me and Malin are, like, screaming our heads off and, like, dancing, so I was like, I'll just tell him later, but I didn't end up seeing him the rest of the con, so next year, maybe. Next year, maybe. I'll thank him for being such a fucking sweet person. Either way. So, me and Malin are like jumping around and dancing and all of this, right? And, some space had cleared up in front of me and Malin, and we were whatever. But then it was like, Michi appeared, and it was like, oh, Michi's on the stage and stuff, and it's like, oh, yay. And this girl, like, comes through, and she's like, I guess she was trying to, like, find a spot, so she comes and she stands in front of us, and she's, like, with this other guy. And, like, the song starts up, and she's fucking going, man! And at this point, like, I had started getting a little bit tired, but she was, like, so fucking on, dude. Like, so on that, like, me and Malin were like, yeah, we gotta go hard. We were, like, dancing and stuff like that. She turned around and danced with us and, like, all of this, and it was so good. And it was so hype. And she stayed there for, like, all the Michi songs. At one point, she even turned around and she was like, hey, is this purple? Is the light purple? I was like, yeah, it's purple. And we were, like, dancing and all that. And she was wearing, like, a mask and stuff like that, so I couldn't, like, quite see her face or anything like this. And then, after, like, those sections were done, because I was also screaming my head off, because, like, there was a Michi and Iron Mouse song. Then there was a Michi Kudo and Iron Mouse song. And then there was a Michi Henya and Iron Mouse song.
The Hunting Fox 9 has raided the channel with 3 viewers.
Thank you for the follow.
Welcome,
Thank you
the
for
Hunting
the
Fox 9 and 3
follow.
viewers. Prepare for a chaos-filled journey with Chatia. Embrace the mischief,
I'm just going
cuteness,
over my
and fluffy
TwitchCon
mayhem that awaits in our
experience.
realm of entertainment.
It was a
Let's
very
have a perfect
It was a
time
very
together.
involved
You
weekend.
Matilda.
So we're going crazy. She had great energy, and I was like, fuck yeah, this is the energy everyone needs. Because there were a lot of people, like, doing this stuff. And I'm like, nah, you gotta dance, right? So after that stuff is done, it's like, oh, okay, cool. She ended up leaving and going back. I was like, she must be, like, a really big fan of Michi. I get it, right? Because you want to dance hard, and you want to scream the loudest for the people that you really like, right? So we're doing our thing, and we ended up I will say I was dancing so hard with her though. That my bag broke. My bag with my merch broke. and it went on the floor, and I was like, oh no, and I was like trying to get it in my baggie, like my purse, and like the stuff wouldn't fit and stuff, so I was like, I guess I'll just hold it. Ugh. Ugh. Annoying. But apparently, I was told the person that I was dancing with was Numi. I was like, oh, it makes sense why she would be cheering so much for Michi. I was like, that makes so much sense. The person me and Malin were dancing with was Numi. Yeah. I was like, wait, cause like Hells had seen her earlier and was like, oh hey, look, it's Numi. And when I had described her, Hells was like, oh, that's Numi. I was like, what? He's like, yeah, like she has like the little shaggy bangs and she was like wearing like a blue top and stuff. I was like, oh my god, yeah, it was her. It was so great. It was so great. She also gave like high fives to everyone. And I think the other guy with her is a guy I think might have been named Oscar. And he also gave us a bunch of high fives and stuff. It was a good time. That concert was good. Oh my gosh. Also crazy, right? So like I was dancing so hard. My feet started hurting really bad again. And I told Malin, I was like, oh, I think I need to go to like the other room and sit down again because I can't stand anymore. And then Malin, he turns around really quick. He's like, oh, you can just sit in that chair behind us. And there's just an open seat behind me. I didn't have to leave the concert. Holy hell. So I was like, oh my god, thank god. I can sit in this chair. So I'm like sitting in the chair and I'm rocking out and I go to like tuck my hair. Like my hair like moves a little bit. I go to tuck my like wig and stuff and I noticed one of my goat ears is gone. One of my goat ears is gone. Like it fell off my headband. I must have been fucking partying so hard that it came loose. And I was like, oh my god, where the fuck could it have gone? I had been all over the club at this point because I was bouncing around different friend groups. And I was like, oh, no. But then magically, I saw it on the floor. It must have been when I was dancing with Numi because I was going so fucking hard. So I was like, oh my god, it's right there. And since I had sat down, people had kind of like filled in the space where I was. and there was a guy who was like standing kind of like in front of me, but kind of like in the way. And I like tapped him on the shoulder and I said, excuse me, right? Loud enough for him to hear. I'm like, hey, excuse me, I need to get through. And he looks at me and then he looks back at the screen. And I go, move, and I shove him out of the way. And then I go and I pick up my ear off the floor. There was a guy standing on it by accident. And he was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I was like, it's okay, dude. And then I went back to that other guy and I said, thank you. And I went back past him and I sat back down in my chair. And I put my ear back on. And I had my ears. My ear did fall off one other time, but we were able to catch it falling off in the moment. So it didn't get lost or anything. I still have it. I'm probably gonna like glue it down a little bit. It literally got loose because of all the dancing I did. Like legitimately. It got loose from me dancing so much. I find that crazy. But yeah, sometimes you gotta yell at people, okay? I'm like, dude, I'm not trying to take your spot. Also, I'm like 5'0" and you're like, actually, I'm 5'2". I'm like 5'2", and you're like a bajillion feet tall. Even if I stood in front of you, I wouldn't even get in your way, bro. I wouldn't even get in your fucking way, bro. Come on. Come on, dude. Either way, I got my ear. And then, like the like last song, I got DMs from my group that I'm staying with, and they were like, "Hey, we're leaving a little bit early so we can beat the rush. And I was like, oh man. So I missed the. Ow. So we ended up leaving a little bit early before the last song. Like it had just started. I was like, oh man. But it was okay. Because I was also crying again. Because she did the Music Box of Fate one. And I was crying again. So I was like, it's fine. The people next to me are looking at me like I'm crazy anyway. How dare they? How dare they also not weep for joy at the sound of amazing singing? They don't understand! They don't get it! Either way. So we leave. And that was my night. I went back home and I passed the heck out. Well, I got on call with Z and Fenry and them, and I was ranting and raving about the concert and how great it was. It was so good. It was so good. And that was my first night, and I went to bed happy. And then I woke up not happy. And then I woke up paranoid and scared. Okay? Cause alright, I'll let you guys know, right? So with my feet, like they do have nerve damage and stuff in it, but as long as I'm off of them for a good amount of time, they usually stop hurting. Okay? They usually stop hurting. Especially if I've gone to sleep and woke up, I don't feel any pain in the morning. Well, today, that day, so that would have been Friday morning. One of my toes hurts. And I bet you can guess which toe it was, team. It was, team. It was the pee-pee toe. The pee-pee toe hurt. The one that went into the pee-pee. That was the toe that hurt. And so, because I have really bad anxiety, especially when it comes to, like, health stuff, I started getting really paranoid. Because normally when I'm, like, dancing and stuff like that, normally my foot doesn't hurt first thing in the morning after I've rested on it, so I was a little freaked out. And, like, I was, like, looking at it, and it didn't seem... it didn't seem that off. But at the same time, because I had, you know, stepped in that hole, I was still kind of paranoid about, like, getting sick or something bad happening. And I just wanted to be sure. So I ended up asking if anyone could drive me to urgent care. Like, just the urgent clinic. And luckily, a fucking angel helped me. Velocity. She was able to take me down to urgent care. She was so sweet. She was like, oh, I didn't even, like, brush my teeth or anything. I just came down to go take you. I was like, you didn't have to do that. I felt so bad. I was like, you could have taken your time. You could have taken your time. I'm just paranoid. But I was able to go in. It was just a 30-minute wait. And, I went and I talked to the doctor. And she said it was inflamed. My toe was inflamed. But she said if it was infection, we would know. We would be able to tell. It would hurt really bad. And after telling her what happened and everything, she said that I did everything right. That the likelihood of me being sick is really, 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 really low. And that things should be okay. And that I'm okay. They gave me some ointment to put on it so that way it doesn't get, like, an infection on it. And she was like, yeah, we can just do that for just in case if it's like getting irritated like this, in case like from the ingrown nail or anything like that, then that'll keep you from getting infection from anything else. And I was like, oh my gosh, thank you so much. Oh my god. But so they went to take my vitals. I was so stressed out. My blood pressure was super fucking high. And the nurse was like, okay, I need you to calm down. So we're gonna take some deep breaths. And we did some breathing exercises. And she's like, okay, put your arm up here and just, you're okay, right? The doctor didn't tell you anything was wrong. And I was like, yeah, she didn't say anything's wrong. She's like, you're all right. So it just calm down. And so I like sit up in the chair and she's like, try to relax. And I relax and we do it again. And the blood pressure's still a little high, but nowhere near as scary high as it was. I felt so much better. It was a very stressful weekend. And, like, my god. I had ended up telling my friend Neo about my weekend as well. And she was like, I need to give you a big hug. She's like, the next time I see you, I'm giving you like a huge hug. And I was like, yeah, I want a hug. I want a hug, Neo. I've had a rough weekend. I need a Neo hugs. I was like, I need them. Ah. So she also suggested, she was like, oh, there's like a Skechers store nearby. And she suggested I go and get some Skechers for my shoes. And I was like, oh, that's a good idea. Cause I was gonna go to like I was gonna go like to like a Ross Dress for Less, but I was like, you know what? Skechers are pretty solid and they're not like $300. So I was like, I'll go get some Skechers like the next day. But I didn't talk to her until the evening. I should have gone and gotten new shoes that day, but I just didn't on Friday. So I end up doing my thing. We go to the con. I feel so bad because I go to the con and I'm with Hells and Mizu and I'm getting stopped constantly because that's what happens when I'm at the con. Because I put on like all my cosplay and stuff, so everyone can usually tell it's me. And so hold on, I'm trying to see something. There it is. Everyone can usually tell it's me. So we were getting stopped constantly, and I was like, I'm so sorry. This is gonna happen the whole time. I apologize. They told me it was okay, though. They told me it was okay. I just felt so bad. But it was a really good day. I gave out a bunch more keychains. I met a lot of friends. I saw a lot of friends. It was a good time. Yes?
Did you give Buttons your medicine today?
No.
You want me to do that real quick?
Yeah, sorry.
I was just thinking about it.
Yeah, I'm so out of sorts. I just realized I haven't taken my medicine.
You gotta take medicine too. I guess like because we got up and we immediately went to the store after you got up, and then we were watching the concert and everything.
Sorry. Yeah. We found hell. Yeah, I need to take my medicine. Hold on. I'm gonna take my medicine. I'm gonna take my medicine. Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. Alright. I was taking my medicine while at the con, so that's good. But now that I'm home, I'm like all messed up. I'm all messed up. Hold on, let me. There we go. Medicine. Okay. I'm back. Alright, so I see a lot of people. I saw a lot of people this weekend. I saw a metric fuck ton of people. I was introduced to a lot of people. And I'll just kind of skip ahead. I saw a lot of folks. I think the most notable was Kumi, though. She had these little rainbow socks with, like, little toes. And little sheeps... Or sheep. Oh my god. Little fish slippers. Little fish slippers and stuff like that with her little toes. She was wiggling them around. And I also got to see Bobber and Soma, and I hadn't seen Soma in so long, and Soma's mi hermano. He's my bro. I love him so much. And, fuck, just a ton of people, dude. That was being introduced to a bunch of folks, too. Like, so, that day goes pretty well. And we're hanging out. It's me, Hells, and Mizu, and we're wandering around. We get hungry. And we eat Spaghetti Factory again! And this time, I have, fettuccine alfredo, but I get some chicken. I get some protein in me. And we end up chilling out some more. And what the heck do after that? Oh yeah, I got ready to go to the Oshi bar because I got tickets to the Oshi bar, and the Oshi bar was gonna have live music, and I was so excited to hear some live music.
Did you take your medicine?
Yeah, I just did. I just did.
You have a drink?
I do. I have my tea. I wouldn't mind some more warm tea though, cause I'm almost out.
You want another cup of hot tea?
Yeah. I shall we. I'm being a needy jerk. But so we go wait for the Oshi bar. And I don't know why I thought it was a good idea to go so early. I don't know why. I'm a go early kind of person. But at this point, my feet are in pretty bad shape because of the shoes. And I start to get, like, delusional. I start to want to die. Like, I didn't want to just say that to y'all because I didn't want to worry, like, Mizu and Hells. But I felt like I was going to die. Like, that's how bad my feet were hurting. I felt like I was going to fucking die. I felt like death would have been preferable than standing there. I should really get, like, looked at by a professional. I feel like maybe, like, something. Like, I need... It was the shoes. It was the shoes. Normally it's not bad. If I have good shoes, I'm okay. I didn't get sick. I had really bad shoes because, long story short, Chris. So I saw Chris at the con. Long story short, I stepped in a hole full of human piss, and I had to throw away my good shoes. And so all I had was really bad shoes. And I wanted to die. All I had was terrible shoes, and it was hurting so bad. Yeah. But finally they let us in. They let us into the thing. And it was so worth it because I was able to sit down. I actually didn't stand for that concert at all for the Oshi bar. I just sat the whole time and just fucking vibed, dude. I sat and vibed. It was so nice. I was like, yes. Cheers. At first I was gonna try to order a drink, but people had formed a line for the bar and it was super long. So I was like, you know what? I don't need a drink tonight. It's fine. I don't need a drink. I'm just gonna listen to some live music and fucking be a happy little bean. That because I love live music, concerts, stuff like that. That shit's my jam. I love that stuff. So I ended up sitting and saw some people there. I I saw, fuck, my brain. I saw Bubs there. And a couple other folk. I saw Runa there. Runa was there. I saw... Oh, but Issa was there. I love her voice too. She's got such a lovely voice. And we also saw Suko, right? I think I'm saying that correctly. Cause the only performer I recognized was Issa. I didn't know the others, but they were wonderful. They were great. I quite enjoyed myself. But I didn't. The nice thing about the stables we were sitting at was that they had a waitress coming around getting our drinks, like a bartender lady coming around and getting our drinks too. So I got a vodka. I got a vodka with like some pineapple in it, and that was really tasty. Because I was like, I'll just start off easy. I'll get a little vodka with a little pineapple in it. It'll be really tasty. And I'm like jamming. We're listening to music. I love the sticker. No, I wish I ran into you again too. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. Next year I'll have more. Different ones though. I'll have more stickers and more keychains. I ran out of keychains a little sooner than I hoped. I think next year I should get 30. I only got 20 keychains this year. And I almost ran out of stickers. I only have 3 stickers left. I always underestimate how many people I'm gonna run into, but there's so many people that are like, oh my gosh, Lele. And I'm like, I love you guys. And they'll be like, I've been watching you for so long. It makes me so happy. So, we ended up, I got a little tipsy, and I was feeling good. All the singing was great. It was so lovely. The Yoshi bar was so nice. And it was like very like, even though it was like, there's like a, you know, it's like a little mini concert and there's like live music and stuff and it's a bit loud. It was way more chill. It was way more comfy and stuff. It was really nice. And the lady came around again to see if we wanted more drinks. And I was just like, oh, you know what? They have VTuber themed drinks. They have VTuber themed drinks. I want a VTuber themed drink. And I was like, you know what? Issa's Pog. I'll have Issa's drink. I made a mistake. I made a mistake. Okay. So the drink was fine. But it was an AMF, and I didn't know that. But everybody was like, Lay, it's a blue drink. Of course it's an AMF. And I'm like, I didn't know that. I didn't know they had a color to them. So I order Issa's drink because I'm like, oh, it's pretty and blue, and I like Issa, so I'm gonna have the Issa drink. And an AMF stands for Adios Motherfucker. It's basically a drink to get pissed drunk. Like, really drunk. Like, proper wasted. Like, blackout drunk. Yeah. So, if somebody mentions, like, getting an AMF, they're trying to get fucked up, dude. They're trying to get fucked up. I didn't know. I didn't know it was an AMF. So I was like, I'll get the pretty blue drink. And then, like, she hands it to me and I'm like, oh, nice. And I sip it and I go, oh, thank you so much. Yay. Oh, thank you.
It's hot.
Ah, the heat feels good. So I sipped it and I was like, what the fuck is in this? It tasted like medicine. I was like, what the fuck is in here? Like it didn't So I don't mind the taste of alcohol, and I do enjoy the taste of alcohol, so it wasn't like I was going, ew, gross, yucky. It was more like, what is this cacophony of flavors? What is this? So I take like one sip and I'm like, okay, this is like an interesting flavor. I don't know what the fuck this is. Right? And I'm jamming, and I'm sipping on it a little bit at a time. And then I start noticing, man, I'm getting really drunk. And I look down at my drink. I've only drank like the tiniest bit of it. I've had like 5 sips, team. And when I say sips, I mean like little sips. I've gone through like 1/7 of it. And I'm just like, huh, that's odd. So I'm still jamming. I'm continuing to sip on it. And I'm getting like drunker and drunker and drunker. And then suddenly I taste bile in the back of my throat, like vomit. And I go, whoa. I'm like, what the fuck? I've never drank to the point where I've tasted throw up in my mouth. So I was like, wait a minute, what? And I look at it and I'm only 1/5 of the way through. I'm not even like a quarter. I'm like 1/5 of the way through. And I go, And I pull out my phone and I go, Google, like, what does it mean if I taste throw up while drinking alcohol? And like, everything was like, oh, your body is trying to reject toxins. And I go, I see. And I just kind of push the drink away from me. I just kind of push the drink away and I go, okay, I'm done. It was worth. I'm fucking fucked up. Here's the thing though, is that Pren was in San Diego. She wasn't at the con though. But her where she was really close by to where I was, and I was gonna go walk to her place and chill with her. And I was like, cool, cause it's a skip away. Like really short. I wouldn't feel like in danger going back and forth between where she was and I was. So I was like, it'll be super easy, right? If I was fucking sober. So we hang out at the Yoshi bar. Half of my friends end up disappearing because apparently when they went outside for air, they didn't allow re-entry. So they weren't able to get back in. So they ended up going to this other party called the Kawaii Wave. So they did that, but I was having a fucking good time at the Oshi bar. I was having a good time. The music was great. The vibes were immaculate. I had a really nice time. So after stuff was over, after all the live music was over, we left and we were going home, and that was the first time that I had stood up and I was drunk, dude. I was drunk. Usually I only really drink enough to get like a little tipsy and to have a little fun, but I was like, oh shit, I'm drunk. Like, I wasn't falling over. I wasn't that drunk. I wasn't like falling over and stuff, but I could tell that I was having like a little bit of balance issues. And I was like, it's fine. I won't head over to Pren's yet. What I'll do is I'll go back to the hotel room and I'll sober up a little bit. I'll drink a bunch of water. And I had already had a full bottle of water too at this point too. I'll drink more water. Lightweight, shush your face. I'll have more water, and I had goldfish crackers, and I'll eat a bunch of goldfish crackers. I'll sober right up, and I'll go and see Pren. Easy. So we end up going back to the hotel, and me and Hells end up we were watching what is it called? We ended up watching what the fuck's it called? Chuck Pella book, whatever the hell you say his last name. Fight Club. We end up watching Fight Club. Yeah, I fucking love that movie. So we end up watching Fight Club and stuff, and it's so funny. And I'm like sitting there drinking water, eating crackers. Team, I wasn't sobering up. There was no sobering up. There was no sobering up. I wasn't sobering up. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me? I don't drink that much. Okay? I drink 2 times a year, alright? I drink for New Year's. And I drink at TwitchCon. And that's about it. Those are like the only times I drink alcohol. Every once in a while, I might have like a beer for like my birthday or something like that, right? But it's like a 1 beer or like 2 beers. I don't drink like liquor except on like TwitchCon or like these big events. So I was like, why am I not sobering up? It is like impossible. And I just kind of gave up on going to see Pren, and I was like sitting there on the couch in our like little living room, and I was like, it's cold. I'm gonna go lay in the bed. And I proceeded to immediately pass out. I passed out so fucking fast, dude. I passed out so fast. I was so tired. Wanna know what's pog though? No hangover. I was like actively worried I was gonna have a hangover for the first time. No hangover. I didn't have a hangover at all. In fact, I feel like I got the best sleep I had gotten in a long time. I felt good. I felt refreshed. It might just be genetics. No hangover after a name up. To be fair, I only drank a 5th of it. I stopped immediately once I started tasting throw up, and I drank like basically like 3 water bottles worth of water. Like I didn't drink the whole thing. So I think I stopped at just the right moments. But I was so drunk. I could not sober up. The last time I drank that much was, well, not that much. I had never tasted, like, vomit before, but I got super drunk at, one of Whips's house parties at PAX East. And they kept giving me green tea shots. They kept giving me green tea shots. And I kept taking them. And then I took a nap. It was so funny, because I didn't even know I had fallen asleep. I was, like, in the living room, and I was watching everyone do stuff, and they were playing, like, Beat Saber and all of this, and I remember it was, I think, who was it? Was it Zoom? I think Zoom Brano was sitting next to me. It was, like, Zoom and, Elite were sitting next to me. And I was just, like, vibing. I was just vibing. Usually when I drink a lot, I'll like sway. I'll do this. And I ended up falling asleep. But to me, it didn't feel like falling asleep. I literally felt like I blinked. And then I opened my eyes, and Zoom and Elite are gone, and it's just Drex sitting next to me, and I'm like, what happened? And they're over there talking about eating cheese. Like, all the guys are in the middle of the room talking about eating cheese, and I'm just like, what the fuck? It's okay, though. I was okay. I was safe at the house party. Proxy was there with me, and if you don't know, Proxy is my brother. Like, my brother. So I was cared for. That, and everyone was making sure that I was drinking lots of water as well. And they cut me off. They did cut me off from alcohol. They were like, Lay, you're too drunk. No more for you. And I was like, eh. And yeah, they just kept giving me water. It was so funny because at one point, Waffle comes up to me and he's like, Lay, you need to drink water. And I go, fuck you. And then he's like, no, drink water. And then he hands me a water bottle and I just take it. And I chugged it in front of him, and I went, ah. And he goes, here's another one. And I go, okay. I go, okay. So everyone was looking out for me there, so I was safe there. That was back in 2019. That was back in 2019. Everybody was making sure I was very safe. I was very safe. Even with falling asleep. All those guys, every single one of them is lovely and amazing, and I have never they all make me feel cared for, and they all make me feel protected, which is why they're my friends. So if you drink a lot of water after alcohol, you don't get a hangover, just a light one. So Layla, you did everything perfect. Yay! Yay! Yeah, I it's like instinctually I'm like, I must drink water. Water must enter my body. So, after the AMF, I woke up that day. I had talked to Neo that night, and I was telling her everything that had happened to me and stuff. And so, and she was like, when I see you, I'm giving you the biggest hug. And I was like, oh, I want to see you, Neo. Team. I woke up, and I was having an okay day. My foot didn't hurt anymore, which was also Pog, so I got enough rest on my feet. I went across the street, and I bought some Skechers. And they're pretty, they're purple. I got some purple ones. I was gonna get some pretty, like, white pearlescent ones. They were, like, really shiny, but he was out of my size. And I was like, ooh, there's, like, these purpley ones. And I like the color purple as well. So I was like, I'll get these purple ones. I mean, I like all sorts of colors. I like yellow and stuff, but I don't know. The purple, it was just, like, the right shade of purple. You know what I mean? So I got those, and they looked great, and they felt great. And I was like, oh, can I wear them out? And he's like, oh, yeah, sure. And I was able to wear them out. And from that day forward, I had no more foot issues. My feet were fine. I didn't have any hurty feet issues anymore. So that was settled. And then everybody else had already headed to the con before me. So I was like, okay, since I was a little late, because I had to wait for the Skechers store to open, so I just kind of hanged around my hotel room. But then I went and bought the Skechers. Then I came back to my hotel room. I got ready. I put on my cosplay and all of that, and then I went to go to the con. And I ended up talking to this really cute girl. Oh my god, there were so many cute girls. My heart. There were so many cute women. Team, I got hugged by so many cute women. So I complimented her shoes. She had Kuromi shoes. And she was like, oh my gosh, thank you. And she's like, I love your cosplay. She's like, what are you cosplaying? And I said, actually, I'm cosplaying myself. I'm a streamer. I'm a VTuber. And she's like, oh wow. She's like, actually, I didn't even know something like this existed until like a couple weeks ago. And I go, oh really? And she goes, yeah. Cause apparently her friend is an artist, Kasumi, I think she said. And she said that her friend's an artist and like streams and stuff like that. She's like, I didn't even know my friend did this. And she's like, she has fans and like people that walk up to her and watch her streams and all of this. And this like whole world is like completely new to me. And she was like asking me how long I've been streaming and all of this. And I was like, yeah, I've been doing this full time for like 8 years and all of this. And she was so nice. She was so sweet. I didn't end up seeing her. I didn't end up seeing her again at the con. So I was like, dang. But she was so sweet. She was so sweet. She was such a nice girl. Helping out her friend with her Twitch booth, her Twitch art booth. So after that, I went inside and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna wander around the con today. I'm gonna go wander around the con. It's gonna be con time. I will say, team, so this happened last year too. The same exact thing happened to me last year. anytime I end up walking around by myself at TwitchCon, people get really weird with me. So last year when I was walking around by myself, I had like a brown dress on with like a cardigan, and like I had a little teddy bear hat and stuff. A guy who was like live streaming took his camera and put it directly in front of my chest, and then like walked on past me after shoving his camera in my chest. And then that happened again this year too. Another person put a camera in my chest. The really confusing thing is that I'm not even like, I don't even know what the fuck they're showing, because nothing is like, their stream would literally just see like cloth. I don't even get it. I don't even get it. It's so gross. I was really only alone like 3 times. And each time I was either like leered at or people were trying to stop me. Like stop to like, "Hey, girl with the blue hair. Girl with the blue hair. Girl with the horns." And I go, "Nope. Nope. I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping," because you see them and it's like a gaggle of like 5 dudes with like cameras. And I go, "Nope, not talking to them. Goodbye." But luckily, as I was wandering the con hall, I saw Bebop, which Bebop is an old friend of mine from the VRC days. He was waiting in line to go see Cottontail. Although he was also like, he's like, "Yeah, Cottontail's meet and greet is almost up, but Lena's after her, so I'm just gonna stay in line." And I was like, "That's cool." Right? We were talking and hanging out and all of this. And who do you know? Remember I was like talking to my friend Nao? And Nao shows up. She like walks next to me, she's like wearing a mask. She's like, oh, who's this then? Who's this then? I was like, what? Wait a minute. I recognize this voice. And it was a Nao, and she gave me the best hug ever. It was so good. It was the best hug. And literally, no joke, team. Literally from that point forward, my whole weekend was better. And Nao has magic hugs. It was such a better weekend after that. She wasn't able to stick around long, like talk to me very long, cause she was there hanging out with Cottontail, cause they're friends. She does a lot of rigging for a bunch of different streamers and stuff. She's the best. She is like literally one of the best riggers in basically this industry. Like no joke. She's so good at what she does. So she rigs all of Cotton's models. So they're like really close now. And so she was there to go pick up Cotton and stuff like that. So we weren't able to talk very long, but I got a Nao hug, and it was so great. And it was so comfy, and she's so amazing, and I love her so much. Oh my gosh. But so I end up parting ways with her, and I end up parting ways with Bebop, and I'm walking down, and then I hear like this cute voice go like, "Miss," like, "Hey, girl in the cosplay, right?" And I turn around, and it's just this person, right? And they've got like a cosplay on, and they're using crutches, but their crutches are like decorated. They look like it's like part of their costume, like it's really cool. And they're like, "Hey, you were at the Iron Mouse concert, right?" And I go, yeah, I was. I was at the Iron Mouse concert. And they were like, "Yeah, I saw you." And they were like, "Actually, I wanted to ask you something." And I was like, "Yeah, sure, like go for it." And I was thinking like, "Oh, maybe they're gonna ask me what I'm cosplaying or something like that, right?" Like they're really cute looking. Yeah, they had like their like crutches had like they were like like sword saw blades. It was like really cool. So yeah, it was Pog. Their name is Kenny. They end up asking me, they're like, hey, I have a meet and greet with Iron Mouse. Would you like to go with me? Because I don't have anyone else to go with right now. And I was like, like, are you I was like so flattered. Oh, there you are! Hello! I'm here! There they are! She was so cute! She was so cute! You also go check them out. They're so cute. They had the cutest fucking stickers, too. It was so funny, because I did see them at the Iron Mouse concert, too. They were wearing a maid outfit, which I was like, yeah, maid out. I like, well, I mean, look at me. I like maid outfits, okay? I like maid outfits, so I was like, yeah, maid outfit. Oh, Gnarly, thank you for gifting them a sub. So they come up and they're like, hey, do you want to see Iron Mouse with me? And I was like, what? Like, are you sure? Like, I was flabbergasted. I was like, wait, what? Like, I'm a literal stranger. They were so sweet. They said that their girlfriend, couldn't make it. And I was like, oh no. But they had their girlfriend's, she had her girlfriend's, tag. So she was gonna go, get it signed and stuff and all of this. So we went and we waited in line to go see Iron Mouse. And I got to tell Mouse that she made me cry. I was like, I cried. Your voice is so beautiful. And I got these really pretty, like little, like signed postcards from Mouse as well. They're so pretty. Oh my gosh. Apparently they had 2 different postcards for every meetup. They're so beautiful though. I'm gonna treasure that. Thank you so much for that, by the way, Kenny. You were so sweet. And like, a surprise, right? Because me and Kenny were like talking, chit-chatting and all of that. And they were like, actually, I have 2 other meetups. Right? I have 2 other meetups. And I'm like, oh, cool. Like, what are they? And they said it was for Murder Crumpet and for Chippy and Nags. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm friends with Murder Crumpet. The postcards are so pretty. They're so cute. I really like the like fancy, like more operatic looking one. That one is beautiful. I want to get that like in a little frame or something for myself. But they were like, oh, I have a meetup for Murder Crumpet, and I have a meetup of Chippy and Nags, and I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, if you don't mind, I would love to go with you to go see them, because I remember Nags from like the way back days. It was Elisa from Tekken 8. Ah, okay. You were so cute and so cool. The fucking like, it was so good. It was so good. And the crutch plates was such a good move. They were so cool. I love when I see people use their like their stuff, like they have to take around with them when they can incorporate it into their cosplay. It brings it like, it goes from like a 10 to like a fucking 11.5, man. It's so good. So, we were like, okay, we'll meet back here to go do the other 2 meetups. And it was like, cool. I had that idea for a long while, and I'm so happy. They looked so good. They looked so good. They were so good. Yeah, Kenny, she's a fighting game enjoyer. So if you want to see fighting game stuff, I'm assuming that's kind of what like your big like streaming stuff is like fighting games and stuff. My best friend and editor, she's also obsessed with fighting game stuff as well. She fucking loves that shit. She loves that shit. She was the one who told me about the 2XKO attorney too. Oh my god. Totally not on 2XKO right now. Of course not. Fighting games are great. Yeah, they are. Although all I do is go. I just bap the keys. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm so bad at fighting games. Yeah, I heard they added a war criminal. They added a war criminal to 2XKO. I hit buttons and die anyway. Yeah! I also hit buttons and die. Yay! But yeah, I end up going back upstairs. I played Asusena and Tekken, and I had to fight Alyssa so much because that's who co-play. Co-plays Alyssa. You probably would have recognized their freaking cosplay immediately. Oh god, excuse me. I'm just a fucking dummy. I was just like, I have no idea what they're cosplaying. Would it be rude to ask? I have no idea. I'm just like, I just know they look fucking cute. I just know she's a fucking cutie. Oh my god, Kenny's so cute though. Ah, my goodness. So, I end up going back upstairs, and I go to try and see Soma, because Soma, like I said, he's like mi hermano. He's my brother. But he's not there today. But Bobber's at, like, it's like Bobber's booth. Everybody kind of uses, like, Bobber's places, kind of like to congregate and take a little rest and stuff like that. So I end up sitting up there. Was that when Boone was there? I can't remember. I know that it was so funny because at one point Soma was talking about how he's moved and he's been meeting all these like wonderful people, and that he's like, oh, like Boone's like my homie, like my bro, and I was like, he's like, you know who Boone is? He's like the seal guy, and I was like, I don't know. I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know what that means. I'm really bad at like keeping track of people. I'm okay. So I'm old. So like for me, like the streamers and stuff that I watch, it's like Dan's Games, Dan's Gaming, and like folks like that, right? like older streamers that I'm like, this is comfy. These are the people I go to see. There's like Smashly as well. Ammunition. I like Ammunition a lot and things like that. Like folks that, you know, I've been watching for like 10 years. I'm really bad when it's like newer streamers. I'm really bad with newer streamers. I'm old and set in my ways. So Zoma was like, yeah, this guy. You know this guy, right? And I'm like, I have no idea. I'm so sorry. But he ended up introducing me to him at one point because he came by the booth and I was like, oh, hi, I'm Lele. You know, being all polite and stuff. And he was pretty great. He was really funny. Oh, I also saw a chair handler. There. What is his actual name? What is chair handler's actual name? Carl. Chandler Riggs. Yes, thank you. I'm so bad with names. I'm just like, yes. The screen name. That's who you are to me. You are chair handler. Yeah, so I know Chandler Riggs cuz he helps put together this big RP group in VRC called Neon Divide. And it's like this cyberpunk-esque big RP group, and there's like this big overarching story and everything like that. So he helps run that stuff. But fun fact, He used to be in a show, the zombie show. My brain is wanting to say 7 days, not 7 days. The TV show. There was like a zombie TV show, and it was very popular. The Walking Dead. Yes. Sorry, I'm bad with TV. I don't know television. Yeah, so he used to be in Walking Dead. The only thing I know is Carl. That's the only thing I know about The Walking Dead. I'm sorry. Carl. Yeah, I think he was the character Carl. He was like a teen. He was like a teen in it. But he's super chill. I really like him. He's a very nice guy. But I'm not doing Neon Divide. They asked me if I Neon Divide like staff and stuff had asked me if I wanted to go again and stuff, but unfortunately I've been so busy. I don't think I have time to RP really. I don't really have time to RP. Maybe next year. But I just kind of want to concentrate on my stuff this year, so I'll next season maybe. I'll come up with a new character who isn't like a fire obsessed crazy person. It'll still be a crazy person, don't worry, but maybe not a fire obsessed one. But I told him, I was like, oh, Twin says hi. He's like, oh, Twin Swords. I was like, yeah, he's my roommate. We're roomies, and that was really nice. Oh yeah, Chair Handler says hi, Twin. I saw him at TwitchCon. I don't think I mentioned. I've been so out of it since I got back home. I keep forgetting. I also have a gift for you from Annoying Machine. I need to go get that too. But yeah, I had told Chair Handler, I was like, oh, Twin is all excited about the new season and stuff. He's like, oh, great. He's like, yeah. Because I go, oh, Twin. And he goes, oh, Twin Swords? And I go, yeah. Yeah. So I said hi for you, sir. Oh, did I tell you? I don't remember what I've told you. It's been a long week. So I end up hanging out at Bobber's booth. And like, I don't remember if it was that day or the day after. I think it must have been the day. It had to be in the day after. I think that was this dude. Oh yeah, that's right. You were also on that show, weren't you? Twin was a zombie. Twin was a zombie on Walking Dead. Twin was a zombie. Oh my gosh. Actually, I will be right back. I have got to pee so bad. I'll be right back. Oh my gosh. I'll turn on some background. What? Do I not have any background music? What? Did I just turn it off completely? What the heck? No, not Monster. Pulse, Monster Cat. Okay. Oh my god. Alright, I will be... Oh my god, it was so loud. There we go. Okay, I'll be right back.
Sitting under moonlight, checking your physique. I don't think I could want you anymore. Chilling with your girl, I'm jealous that I can't just run over and take you on the floor. And I don't wanna cross nobody. I know it's never worth the pain, but I can feel your eyes run down me, and all my sense just floats away. You got me in that dilemma. want you, but I'm doing too wrong. I'm in a dilemma. You've been looking over here for far too long, yeah. The more I look in your wicked eyes, the more you're leaving me hypnotized. No, 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 I'm in a dilemma.
Because I feel like it's way better than Springbone. I've just been I get in such a rhythm with how I work that it's like I don't have time to learn the new stuff. I'll just do it the way that I know how it works.
Don't think I could want you anymore. Chilling with your girl, I'm jealous that I can't just run over and take you on the floor. And I don't wanna cross nobody. I know it's the
Yeah, the mesh stuff. That's cool. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, I'm back. Oh my god. I was like, I was like, oh my gosh, I have to pee so bad. And Holly was like trying to show me something she was working on, and I was like, oh, that's great. I had to pee really bad. And I was going to go to the bathroom to pee, and I sneezed. I sneezed, team. I almost pissed myself. I almost pissed myself. My Kegel muscles tightened so hard. I was like, ah! I felt it. It almost came out. Peas. We don't want to peas around here, okay? Salt doesn't show me things anymore. Not a piece, Monka. Monkas. Oh my gosh. So, went and chilled with Bobber for a while. My feet were still kind of like hurty. I think I did hurt my feet a little bit, but it's okay. I'm okay. We're all good. I am resting. I'm not like walking or like being hard on my legs or anything like that. So I'm still recovering. I teach all these kids how to use a blender and they leave me. says the fucking kiddo. Although I say that, but you're 25 now? Not on my floor. It's laminate. It's fine. We could mop it up. I'm old now. You're not old. You're not old. Hey, Pool. I'm doing okay. I'm just talking about TwitchCon for probably way too long. But Fenry's like, I thought we were gonna play Minecraft. I'll never leave, Darth. I don't know shit. Oh my gosh. The matcha tea is so soothing on my throat for some reason. I don't know why. Tech, where are your horns? Why do ducks make great detectives? Because they always quack the Oh my god. Why are y'all like this? Why are y'all like this? Ask me. Aw. Oh my god. Basically, after that day, I went and talked to Crumpet. I was so happy. I didn't get to talk to Crumpet at TwitchCon last year. They were so freaking busy. Like, every time I'd see them at the con, they'd be going from, like, point A to point B and, like, booking it. And I was like, oh, they're, like, on a mission. They're going somewhere. And I didn't want to bother them. And I saw them at the party, but they were always, like, either, like, surrounded by other people, or they were kind of, like, I don't know, it felt like I couldn't approach at the time, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna chill and be drunk. That's always kind of my thing, is be chill, be a little drunk at these parties. Oh my gosh, but I'm so happy I got to see Crumpet. Like, actually, Kenny, thank you so much. Thank you so much for letting me tag along on your meetups. Because I love Crumpet so much. Crumpet is such a fucking sweetheart. Like, I know that's like, they're like a silly little goofy goober on their streams and stuff. But Crumpet is like seriously one of the sweetest people ever. They are a dear friend to me. I love them so much. They're so sweet. They're always so sweet, and they always make me feel so like I guess like safe and stuff. It was so fun and wonderful to meet you. It was wonderful to meet you too. I'm guessing you're home. You're home. You got home okay. You're not like still traveling or whatever. Ah, my gosh, tea is so good. Wait, what? Pack it up. Ah! That little bear's so cute. Anyway, had a good time. Saw Chibi. Oh my gosh, Chibi is so cute. Chibi is so cute. She had such a cute dress on. It was so cute. She had such a pretty dress. Yeah, I just got home like 2 hours ago or so. I need to sort through all my stuff. Whoa! Heck yeah, gotta go through that haul. Gotta go through that haul. I'm glad you're home safe and sound, though. I'm glad. Yeah. Home and comfy. And with a massive Artist Alley haul. Oh my gosh. So, after that, like, my TwitchCon was pretty, like, chill. I met a lot of people. I won't get into, like, details about stuff that isn't public. Chibi and Nags were great to meet. Yeah, Nags was so... I was like, hey! I'm like, I don't know if you remember, like, me specifically. It's like, I'm Lele. We used to hang out in VRC. I was like, I was with Whips' crew, and he's like, oh my god, that's such an old name. And I was like, yeah. Chibi was like, oh, I'm trying to get him into VRC again. And I'm like, oh, yes. We need a VRC renaissance. I was like, we need a resurgence of VRC. And he's like, no, it's too different. It's too different. It's too big now. Which, yeah, I get. One can dream, though. I miss the old VRC days a lot, though. Oh my gosh, yeah, the security was less than to be desired, but I don't want to get into all of that because I've already said my stuff on it on my Twitter, and I just want to talk about the stuff that was just happening to me directly. Back when VRC was safe to hop in public worlds. Right! Oh my god. People used to get so nervous about getting in trouble back in the day. Although you say that, Omni, there are people who would walk around, like, being, like, racist and gross and stuff, even back then. I don't think it's, like, changed that much, to be perfectly honest. It's just that there's more people. That's the thing. It's just that there's more people, so there's a little more chances to run into that stuff. Pink shirt guy! Okay. There was this random dude at the con who was going around and, like... So like, on me, my tag was, like, here. Like, on my tummy. My badge. And that's where it was for, like, most people. It was, like, on their chest or, like, maybe like a little bit below like their chest line. Like mine was on like my upper tummy. And there was this random guy, because I was only able to make one VTuber meetup, but I was so happy because I was able to see Vivi and stuff. I wish I had seen her more. I miss Vivi as well. I wasn't able to see her really. But there was this guy in a pink shirt, and he kept, like, he would go up, and he'd do this. He'd do that. Like this. And, like, bend into your stomach to look at your name badge. And the crazy thing is he kept doing it over and over and over and over again. Like, even on people that were, like, dressed in cosplay and very noticeable, like me. Like, I had my wig and everything. And he kept looking at my name badge, looking at my name badge, looking at my name badge, looking at my name badge. And he would do this to everyone. Over and over and over and over again. And when people would ask, like, what are you doing? He's like, oh, I'm looking for this person. I'm looking for blank. I won't say who it was, because, like, I was, like, legit, like, worried for her. I went and looked her up. She was at TwitchCon. I hope she didn't run into that person, because that dude was weird. I didn't really like it. He gave me bad vibes, and he would get, like, yeah, I did. I did find out who he was looking for. I double-checked to see if she was okay. And nothing in, like, her public socials and stuff said that she, like, had issues at the con and she got home okay. So I was like, whew, okay. But yeah, that guy gave me the creeps, dude. I think he was, like, making a lot of people really uncomfy because they would be, like, in, like, tight groups and, like, talking, and then he would just, like, muscle his way in between a bunch of girls and then do that. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like, get away. It was weird. I didn't like that. The other freaky thing is that dude, me and Hells and Lapis were going back to our hotel, and he was in our hotel lobby, like, watching people go by. And I don't think he was staying there. We were like, ooh. Wait, no, he wasn't there yet. That was when Pren came over. That was late at night. That was at, like 6 or 7. Yeah, he was in our hotel lobby. Like, just sitting in a chair and, like, looking at his phone and watching people. I was not comfy with that guy. Yeah, we were grabbing Pren. Because I finally got to see Pren! I got to talk to Pren. Only for, like, an hour. Ugh. Bleh. Bleh. I'll hang out with her more. I shall hang out with her more. I want to hang out more with Pren. I miss Pren already. But, though, I did meet the 3 people I was, like, hell-bent on seeing. So I saw all of them. So that was good. Everyone else was bonus. So that was Pog. She was called by the siren that is Spaghetti Factory. Yeah, she was having a spaghetti dinner. I have no idea. Well, that's the thing. This VTuber, she's also a cosplayer, so her that was so confusing. Was you can go to her Twitter and you can see what she looks like. In fact, she was in cosplay for the con. And like she like looks a certain way, and this guy would look at women's name tags that look nothing like her. Like think she has blonde hair, right? And he's looking at everyone with like black hair. And it's like, what, bro, what are you doing? Yeah, it was weird. It was weird. It didn't make any sense. Yeah, no. Yeah, it was fucking weird. It was very strange. Cause yeah, she's a cosplayer as well. I was just like, oh my god, I hope she stays safe. I hope she stays safe.
The Demon Channel.
Oh, thank you for the follow. I mean, what? Oh my gosh. But I met so many people this weekend. Without getting into like too much detail, because obviously a lot of times where I was hanging out with people, this was private settings. We were just having a good time and vibing. I got to see Soma again. I got to hang out with the Neo. I got to meet a Neo's like posse. I got to see Beepers. I saw Beepers in person. I'm not like close to him or anything. I think I had only spoken to him like maybe once before that, but he always seemed like a very sweet dude. And he is a very sweet dude. I got to see Skull Volver again. I hadn't seen Skull Volver since he lived down here, cause me, Soma, and Skull used to go get ramen. We'd get ramen together. We'd get ramen in town. But they both moved up north. They moved to the northwest and left me.
972 says, Nyawagan.
Yeah.
Chatia doesn't know repetitively. Cobol 972.
I love how it puts
Chatia is a unique being of chaos and
the
fluff.
bits up
Let's
there
embrace
now.
the mischief and adventures
I
together
really
in
like
the realm
that.
of entertainment.
It wasn't doing
Ugotilda.
that before. I like how it does that now.
Neo 6798 says, when will Lay let me out of the lurker cage
There's
inside of the moderator basement?
Cage! Oh
Neo
my god.
6798, when you bring chaos and fluff to the realm of entertainment, Lay might consider letting you out of the lurker cage.
Yeah.
Embrace the mischief
Like,
and cuteness to
obviously,
join the
my
fun.
experience wasn't
Ugotilda.
perfect, but most of my bad stuff had nothing to do with, like, the Twitch stuff, with TwitchCon itself. And the little bit bad that was there was just IRL streamers are fucking annoying, dude. That was, like, the bad stuff, but they're always fucking annoying. There was just way more of them this year. Which, like, last year I went, there was a lot of IRL streamers, but I didn't see, like, a fuck ton. But this year was so many. And they were everywhere. And they were constantly filming, and it was bleh. There's no cage! Yeah. I see they're like freaking amoebas. Like bacterias. Like viruses. So, I met Beepers. I met Boone. He was super nice. I ended up, Soma had introduced him to me. And he was like super duper nice. But then I had like stopped by Bobber's place to see like Soma again, like one last time kind of thing. And they had invited me to open V cards. And I got a Milky card. A Milky Ways card. She's so cute. It was like Milky Ways in like a little cow bikini. Ooh woo. I was like, oh, I want this. And he was like, wait a minute. After he had told me that I could have any card I wanted from opening that. And fucking, I got that. And he was like, wait a minute. I was like, but you said. And he was like, it's fine. I have like 3. And I was like, because I was like, okay, if you really want it, like, that's fine. And he was like, no. He's like, I have 3. You can have it. I was like, okay. So yeah, I opened B cards with him. And I got a Milky card. That's my first and probably my only V card. But it's the cutest one, so I don't care. I managed to buy the 1 card I wanted from the Gamer Subs booth. Oh, Pog. 3 that he... Oh, that's what he meant. Maybe I should have let him have it. Oh, no. Wait, he spilled... I thought he just meant... Wait, so he had spilled soda on those? I feel a little bad.
Dragixie says,
Oh,
will you help break out
no.
everyone in the lurker chat?
Oh
Chattier
no.
will unleash chaos and
Oh
fluff,
no, he
leading
like
the charge
offered
to
me an
break free
eye
from the
candy
lurker
card,
cage.
but I was
Together,
just
we
like,
shall
but
embrace
I
mischief,
like cow,
cuteness,
sheep,
and
and goat
entertainment,
girls. They're
setting
hot.
everyone free one Nugu at a time.
He said it was fine, so it's fine. Okay. Okay. I feel a little bad. Oh no! I thought he was talking about like another instant. I didn't know he meant that he had spilt them on the Milky cards. I thought, oh my gosh, I'm so dumb. I didn't even get it until just now. I'm such an idiot. Oh my god. He also fucked up my name. He goes, hey streamer, hey VTuber, come open cards. And I go, okay. And he goes, what's your name? And I go, Lele. And he goes, yeah, but what's the last part of your name? And I go, Lele. And he goes, the last part. And I hold up my thing and I go, it's Lele. What do you mean? Oh, I see. Milky is a bit hard to chat full of teenage boy. Oh, is it? Oh, most of my thing with a lot of these streamers is I just like I see their content on like Twitch and stuff. I see or not Twitch, Twitter. I see like clips and like see their like silly posts and stuff. Oh, although it seemed like she was having a little bit of a rough time. She got like food poisoning, poor thing. She got food poisoning and she felt a little lonely cuz she's like not used to party kind of stuff. She doesn't really like that kind of scene. But I was glad to see that she was hanging out with like a bunch of friends and stuff, so that was good. I was like, "No. Pobrecita, no." But she seemed okay in the end. I was just slightly worried because I was like, oh, I was like looking at the Twitter and going, oh no. I think the only IRL streamer content I consume is that guy who lives in Japan and just walks around. Oh. I feel like that's like multiple people though. I feel like that's multiple people. I'm trying to think. Who have I seen who kind of makes content like that? And I think it's just like Jake and Bake. I think he's the only one I've seen do stuff like that. Oh, and oh, what the heck's his name? He bikes around everywhere. I follow him. But now I'm thinking about it. I haven't seen him online much lately. What the heck is this the name? But yeah, I don't watch like a ton of IRL content. I like gaming. I'm sorry. There's a few that do that in Japan. Rob is a big one. Soda, Sea Dog does it every now and then with Pete or Chris. Rob CD? Oh, Rob! Yeah. Okay, it was Rob. Yeah, his stuff. And then also, I'm trying to think. Who else do I watch that does IRL? I think that's it. I think that's actually it. Hold on, I gotta mute myself. I don't want to hear my stupid voice. What? What? What the heck? Twitch? Why? Sorry, I went to go look at like my following. And apparently there's like a new list thing that says suggested collabs for you while you're live. And it's like basically everybody who's like online who I'm like following and stuff. This is weird. I don't like this. I like your voice. Oh, thank you. I feel ambivalent about it. I hate listening to it. It sounds so much lower in my head, and then I actually listen to it, and it sounds like the squeakiest, most high-pitched thing I've ever heard in my life, and I go, fucking why, dude? Why? I just want to sound manly. Well, actually,
Maybe, maybe I just want to sound more like this and not have the most high-pitched voice ever. I would like to sound like an adult woman. I mean, I do. I am an adult woman. I sound like an adult woman, but I want to sound like an even more adult woman. I want to sound like a lady, you know. But I don't get that because if I do this for too long, my throat starts hurting.
And then it's very annoying, and I don't want to hurt my throat. My throat is actually really rough. I was getting really worried that I was sick, but I don't think I'm sick. Which is kind of amazing. I think it was just because I went to a bunch of events and I was screaming a lot because I was really happy because it's concerts and you gotta go woo really loud at concerts. So my fucking throat hurts. Later, fine. Yeah, but I like showing off. Yeah, but I like showing off. My throat is pretty nasty right now, but I think it's because I talked all day for 5 days. Yeah, I think that's kind of the same for me. And also, the air in San Diego, like, around the con, it's fine. But if you go into, like, the gas lamp area, it's, like, really gross in there. I was losing my voice during the Iron Mouse concert. Gotta cheer really loud.
Oh, hey, has resubbed for 90 months with
90
message 90 years.
years!
Oh, hey, thank you for 90
I
months
love
of chaos
Aussie
and
nerds Platon.
entertainment.
I'm not
Chatty
freaking
appreciates
Aussie!
your
What
support.
the heck?
Let's continue the mischief and
I'm not
adventures
Aussie!
together for many
What
more
do you
years to
mean?
come. You go Tilda.
I'm not Aussie. Why does that persist? Oi, mate. I'm not Aussie! Shush! Shush! Oh my god. Oh, speaking of Aussie, I did get to see Froggy. My god. I should have, like, written stuff down. I feel like I should have brought, like, a notebook with me. I'm just joking. I know. I know you're joking. I should have, like, taken a notebook with me and, like, wrote down everyone's name. It was so many people. Ozzy. Oi. There were so many people. I saw Froggy. She was so cute. She's such a fucking cute little bean. Also shorter than me. Most of these streamers are shorter than me. By the way, I'm telling you guys, I'm average height compared to most VTubers. They're all like 4'9" and shit, and I'm just like, how? I was malnutritioned. What happened to you? Oh my gosh. Lay was somehow tall. Yeah! Like, legitimately. Okay, cause, like, back before, like, VTubers, like, took off and stuff, when I would go to, like, these events, most, like, regular, like, cam streamers, most of them are taller than me. And I go, dang it. But then, for some reason, VTubers are, like, so short for some reason. There needs to be some sort of study done. There needs to be a study done. Like, actually, I'm so confused by this. I'm so confused. They're all so short. Like, because, okay, real talk, yes, I know that I'm pretty short. I'm average height for, like, a Latina woman, which that is what I am, right? Physically. And Lainey taller than poor Pred. I think me and Pred were the same height, actually. I think we were the same, weren't we? Pred's 5'2" as well. VTubers need to be studied. They do! Why are they all so small? Something about VTuber, like something about using avatars, like appeals to people who are very short, and I don't know why. I want to know why. I don't like seeing Twitch on and Nightmare in the same sentence. Yeah, you missed the Nightmare part. I already mentioned it. Ooh, oops, I knocked down my drink. I already mentioned why it was a nightmare. just to recap, I was almost homeless. Like me and my 28 homies, which we were all traveling together. And then also I stepped in I fell. I fell into a hole. One of my legs, I fell into a hole, that was full of human pee. And it went up to my half calf. And I had to throw away my good shoes that I had brought for the con. And my tights and my socks that I was wearing that day. So, and then I had to go to urgent care the next day because I got paranoid. But after that, things got better. After that, things got way better. There was only like a little bit of creepiness at the con for me, but it wasn't like anything to like write home about, you know what I mean? Oh no. How's it not even the worst story at TwitchCon this year? Stuffing in a hole full of pee? Cause I think Emiru's got everyone trumped because that was fucking scary, dude. Why did San Diego have a human pee booby trap? Because homeless people like to take the grates off of the street and piss in those. They like to take the covers off of the little holes in the street and then pee in them. I feel really bad for like the service workers who have to like work in those things. Hey, at least they don't pee in the road, but they do! They still do, though! That's part of the road! It's so gross. Because, like, the gas lamp will randomly smell like pee. God, I almost stepped in one of those, too. Wait, really? God. They peed on and in the road. Yeah, so I had kind of like a rough start to my weekend, but it got better. I was able to see a lot of people. I was able to hang out with the Nao, and I got all the hugs, and it was so great, and I love her so much. I was so happy. Because I meant to hang out with the Nao last year, but I was so fucking busy, I wasn't able to really see her. I saw her once, and that was it. So it was really nice to just chill with her and be a silly, goofy goober and just hang with the girls. That felt really good. Ugh. And she ended up introducing me to Cottontail, and we went to a really cool bar, and I ended up getting a grilled cheese that night too. That was a good grilled cheese. I was a little drunk and that was a good grilled cheese. So that was fun. I saw Skull, saw Beeper, saw Soma, saw Melon. I don't know. I met a lot of people. Like I said, I should have brought like a little book and had everyone like one of those like guest books where I go, okay, you gotta sign your name in here. You gotta print it and then also sign. a la Hotel Lele. So I can document whoever the fuck I met this weekend because it goes like a blur and I keep getting drunk at the parties. I like to think about the knife usage and the spaghetti. Oh my god! Kaz! She was like cutting bread at the spaghetti factory. They give you this like shitty knife, but she was like sticking her fingers like towards the knife, and I kept getting worried she was gonna cut herself. Ugh. But yeah, after from Saturday morning to when I went home, everything went so much smoother. Nothing was terrible. And I had a good time. I was able to see a lot of people. I was able to see a lot of friends. I ended up giving away all my keychains to the point where I didn't have enough. I was like, ah, shit. And by the way, team, I was holding those keychains too. I wasn't just giving those to every single person. I was mostly trying to get, like, fans and stuff. Smoother Belay, you missed out on the deal of a lifetime on Sunday. Wait, what? What? I missed out on a deal of a lifetime on Sunday? Wait, you mean the round one? The round one? We were supposed to go to round one? I was so tired, dude. I was too tired. Oh, the Joel poster! Oh my god! Okay, there was a guy at a booth at one of the artist things. And, like, Hells had taken me over to it because he wanted me to see the Joel poster. Because I really like Joel. And Hells had bought the Shy Lily poster where there was only 30 of them and they were signed. Only 190. How the fuck was I gonna get that home? Dude, and when I said that, he's like, there's a FedEx downstairs, and I'm like, I'm not mailing this to myself. Thank you for the follow, thank you for the follow. But he was pressuring me so much. He was pressuring me so much, this little scallywag. He was a dang good salesman, that's for sure. But I'm just like, bro. Bro. Where the fuck am I? Not to mention, like, I don't have a lot of room to hang things where I'm at right now. Basically, all my walls are already taken up. I got no more room. I don't even know how to hang something like that up. I folded so hard under his pressure when I was there. Nah, I was just like, come on, bro. Come on. I cannot get this. I just wanted to look at the pretty art, okay? It's good, it's good. The Joel one was really pretty. It was like Joel holding, like, his head in his hands. It was, like, really pretty. The pressure bean, are you sure? Oh my god, see, no, this guy was rough. This guy was rough. He was trying so hard, see? Literally, like, a fucking 10-minute conversation with him trying to get me to buy this. All this art, yeah, none. Okay, so me and Hells were on a mission to try and find Lena Lazar merch. There was nothing. I couldn't find shit. I was trying to find Twin, like, a cute keychain, or maybe, like, a poster, or, like, a mouse pad. I was hoping I'd be able to find, like, a peeker for, like, his car, so he could have a little Lena, like, going boop, like going, like, boop, like a little Lena going whoop, like that. And nothing, dude! We only found one postcard with Lena on it. Yeah, apparently a lot of the artists and stuff, they don't even really bother selling any of their, like, VTuber merch at, like, anime cons or cons like this. They'll only do, like, the big ones. So, like, Hololive Girls, not the Hollow Stars. Like, so, like, Hololive Girls, and then, like, Doki and Mint and stuff like that, Lily and Iron Mouse, like, huge streamers, right? So, but, yeah, me and Hells were so confused because we're like, isn't Lena, like, a really big streamer? She can't be that niche, right? She can't be. We were so confused. But I only saw one thing for Giga as well. I saw Giga keychain, too. But I ended up learning that I guess most people when they're doing their like VTuber merch, they do it at like off Kai. That's where you'll find more of the VTubers that aren't like the huge massive ones. It's fine, Twin. Now you can get merch of a new model. Yeah. Yeah, Hells was like, oh, maybe we can pick Twin up the stuff at the GamerSup stuff. And I was like, oh, Twin is 100% already ordered that. There's no way he hasn't. And I was right. Twin had ordered it. Ugh. Yeah, there is some Gigoids hunting down Giga merch. I think they only found 2 or 3 booths at the whole con, including Matata's booth. Yeah, so the only place where I found a Giga keychain was in Techie Cutie's booth. She had a Giga keychain. And I was like, man, that's it? That's it? Dang. Yeah, unless you're like a fucking enormous, like too big to ignore. Yeah, not much. Yeah, it was Hololive and the same 10 people, if you were looking for VTubers. No love for the Hollow Stars, though. Oh my god. I saw 1 Flayon sticker, and I saw 1 Betel sticker, and that was it. Because I was also trying to keep a lookout for, like, Shinri stuff. A lot of the Niji VTubers, including the graduated ones, which was fun. Yeah. Yeah, I saw, I don't even remember what her old name was. Doki's old life. I saw a bunch of those stickers. I was like, you kidding me? I don't even know how fast. I can't help but feel it's like old merch.
is resubbed for 94 months with message lay hug.
I'm surprised there wasn't more merch of the VTubers that were actually
welcome
there.
Back for 94 months of mischief and chaos.
A
Your
lot
support
of the
brings
green
joy
elf,
to
I
Chatia.
can't remember
Let's
the name.
continue spreading
Wait,
cuteness and entertainment together with
the
fluffy
green
hugs.
elf?
Ugutilda.
Oh, Pamu, right? What the fuck was her name? I don't remember her name. Now it's just Mint. Now it's just Mint to me. I don't even fucking remember her fucking name anymore. It's like, those were the bad times. I don't want to think of the bad times. I want to think of the good times. And Snake Eater. Pamu. Okay, so it was Pamu. I'm so bad with names. I don't know. I kind of wrote off Niji after all this stuff. I was like, I can't be a fan anymore. I'm sorry. I'll wait for them all to graduate. Out of nowhere. Snake Eater. Yeah, so at the Iron Mouse concert, Darf, Mint, she sang Snake Eater. It was so beautiful. I was like, ah, yes! Yes! The best woman. Uh-huh. I have the concert. I can play it in our Discord later. I can play it for y'all. We didn't know when that was, so we didn't go. Well, I mean, tickets were sold out. It was on Thursday night. But tickets got sold out. Like, you wouldn't have been able to get in without getting tickets like a couple weeks before, I think. Somebody's selling that. Oh, I'm not sure. I was at that point for the karaoke. For the beginning part, the intro, like the opening guess, I saw Usan, I saw Kudo, and I saw Pia. But my feet were hurting so bad that I had to go to that first area with the chairs, and they were not showing anything on the TVs in there. So I don't really know who was singing what. I like lost track of who was singing. They would like introduce themselves, and then I would forget who it was. I think the only person I remembered as they were singing, it was Phoebe. But it's because Phoebe's so memorable. Phoebe's so memorable. And Mint, because of Snake Eater. Mint because of Snake Eater. Oh my god, I got pee again. I keep drinking so much tea. It was so funny when we were just chilling and took a picture for someone and found out it was Tobin Jacobs. Oh yeah, that's right. You were telling me you met him or saw him. That's so great. He was asking for people's PNGs so he could make more cutouts. But I don't carry like clear PNGs of my avatar. Everything that I do like I have like I'm like in a pose and it has like a background and stuff like that. I don't carry PNGs. So I wasn't able to like reply to his thing. Oh, did I? Yay! I'm glad. Hold on. I gotta pee so bad again. All the tea is making me have to piss. I'll be right back. Hold on, I'll play more music. I shall play more music.
Falling away as I'm searching for the break of a day to follow away to you. 'Cause at the end of the day, I'm looking for no reason to change. 'Cause
Oh my god. I had to grab a ibuprofen. I had to grab an ibuprofen too. I made the mistake of watching Iron Mouse's concert before I started stream. And there's like 2 parts specifically that make me cry a bunch. There's 2 parts specifically that make me cry, so I have like a little bit of a headache. Oh my gosh. Okay, I think I'm done. Everything else that I would have to talk about is kind of like more private. So I don't really want to bring that stuff up. It's just like meeting people and stuff and being at like private get-togethers and stuff, and those are for me. Those are gonna be my memories. Sorry, team. Just know that after Saturday, after Friday night, I ended up having a really good time. Nothing else weird happened to me. Oh! When was that? Where were we? I think I was at... Where was I? I think I was at the piano bar with Neo and Pix and Yuki and Cotton. Yeah, it was. Okay, so I'm sitting at a bar, and I'm like at the Neo, and I'm with Yuki, and I'm with Pix, and I'm with Cotton, and I'm with a whole bunch of other folks, right? And I glance at my phone because like it's like, you know, like there's Discord DMs and stuff going up, and I look, and apparently someone had vomited all over the hallway, and they said it was like everywhere. They said there was vomit everywhere. And I just like, okay. And I just closed Discord. I said, all right. Oh, actually, I can mention one thing. I got to see Beepers have his first 7-Eleven visit. That was fun. I didn't get to see his first drink, but I had a really good time where I was, because I was with the Nail. But I got to see his first 7-Eleven visit, and Bobber was so drunk. I had asked Bobber something at the 7-Eleven, and he like blinked. He blinked at me, and he didn't answer, and he just hugged me. And I said, "Oh." He just hugged me. He couldn't answer. He was too drunk. I think some people got drunk at the block party and wandered into a lobby off the street and threw up all over the lobby. Yeah. But yeah, everything else was good after that. After I got the new shoes, after that, everything went good. I wasn't in as much pain anymore. I was hanging out. I had a bomb-ass grilled cheese. It was so good. It was a banger grilled cheese. And just had a nice time. I really wish I could have gone to round 1 or some karaoke during the weekend. I always seem to miss the karaoke. Actually, I have an announcement, team! I have an announcement. I've made a decision. I've made a decision. I am actually going to work on music from now on. I'm gonna stop being a coward, and I'm going to work on stuff, and I hope to be able to sing publicly at some point here. Hopefully within the next year from this point on. Maybe. That's what I want. That's what I want to do. I've decided. I've decided. I think it was just Mousie's story that kind of struck a chord with me, cause it's like she was losing her voice because of her illness and stuff like that, and it's like something about that just really harmonized with me, cause I wasn't sick, but it was like, I was in a situation where I was told I shouldn't sing aloud and that nobody wanted to hear that. And so I stifled myself and I convinced myself that nobody wanted to hear that, even though I've been singing since I was small. Like I've been in professional choirs since I was like 3 years old, all the way up until like college. And it was such a big part of my life that it's kind of a shame that I let other people dictate something that's so like integral to who I am as like a person. So we're gonna work on it. I'm gonna stop being scared. Granted, a lot of stuff is like because I've been so fucking busy and stuff like that. But I want to make more time. And my first step to that journey is letting my voice rest, cuz my voice is really fucked up right now from TwitchCon. Hello, shy guys. My voice is really fucked up, so I'm gonna rest it. Gonna drink lots of tea. Gonna let it get back to normal. And then I'll start practicing a bit more. I want to do like more regular karaoke streams as well, so I can practice more. I'll probably do more standing streams for those instead of sitting down because my breathing technique has gotten so bad. Gotta learn how to breathe again. Can you believe it? Hope you're doing well. It's been a while. I haven't been to your streams. Oh, you're all good. You're all good. I hope you've been having a good time. But yeah, I would like to, and I'm not saying I want to have a concert like Iron Mouse. I'm not saying that, but like when I was at like the Oshi bar stuff and they were like singing live and all of that, there was like a big piece of me that was like, I really enjoy that kind of stuff. And I really want to do stuff like that. And I think it's gonna be like my goal from now on is gonna be able to perform like this. Cause I am a fucking clown. Don't get me wrong, I'm a fucking clown. I enjoy entertaining people and I enjoy being silly and stupid. But I do have what I consider to be a talent and a aptitude for singing because I was, I grew up with it. So I want to use that because I enjoy it and I love it. And it's such a big part of my life that why did I let anyone try to stifle that in the first place? It's silly. It's silly. I love singing. You too? What do you mean you too? Yes! Yeah, twins, you gotta put together your thing, your VA stuff. You gotta do it, sir. I really enjoy listening to you sing. Ah, and twin, I know people. I know people as well who are in that industry. I know tons of people that are in that industry who can help you out. But yeah, but right now, like I said, excuse me, my voice is very dead. I need help. Yeah, and I know people who can help you out. I know people who can give you a helping hand. I need help. What do you mean? Wait, what kind of help do you need? I don't think I'm sick. Okay, so surprise, like I this is gonna sound crazy. I think I'm getting healthier. Okay, I don't know why that sounds crazy. To me, it sounds crazy because I've always been really sick. Like, most of my life, I get, like, flu. I used to get flu, like, every year. I've been hospitalized for it. I've had scary high fevers. I've gotten all sorts of weird fucking, especially like respiratory stuff. I've had a lot of respiratory problems growing up. But and I would get sick at the drop of a hat. But ever since I started streaming and I left the bad situation that I was in, and basically for the past 7 years, I think I've been eating better. I've been eating, period. I didn't used to eat a lot of food. I've been eating better. I've been way more relaxed. I haven't been around a smoker as well, so that was like another thing. Things are just much more organized. Even my cats are less stressed. I need help with direction. Having something in front of me to read and then listening to it back by myself. I sound so Oh, what? No! What? I don't think none of your like voice stuff. Every time I've heard you do like impressions and like voice stuff and all of this, I have never thought you have ever sounded cringe or bad. The only thing we smoking is meat. Yeah, but it's hard listening to yourself. I think you literally just have to expose yourself to your own voice a lot. Less stress. Stress destroys your immune system. Yeah, I moved out of my parents who are smokers. My blood pressure got better and my respiratory issues cleared up. So hard, yeah. Yeah. Things have gotten so much better for me. Like, I got this big bruise on my arm. It's almost all cleared up. And bruises used to take like 2 weeks to heal. And like, I haven't gotten sick from a con in like 2 years. And even with this, even with my throat, I don't think I'm actually sick. I think my throat is just injured right now from overuse because my lymph nodes aren't swollen at all. And I don't feel sick. My nose isn't runny. Like none of that stuff. Like I feel fine. It's the strangest thing cuz like before I had gotten away in all of that, I used to get so sick all the time. Used to get really terribly ill. Also, apparently, because I've been singing in the truck to myself, I've gotten really, yeah. Well, yeah. Like, I mean, if you practice, you get better. That's just a part of it. That's so great. Nah, I'll hook you. I have some friends who might be able to give you some direction. I have some friends who might be able to give you some direction. If they aren't able to help you themselves, I know that they can point you in the right direction for stuff. And you're great, and they're great, so I know y'all get along great. But yeah, I think I think I might play some Minecraft now. I feel so bad. I took oh my god, it's 11 time flu. I'm so sorry, Fan Wee. Whoops. Oopsie doopsie.